are coached, of course, by Drew Knowles and beginning his 12th season here at the Pirate Ship. This time I want to bring in my good friend as we start year number 16, statistician and analyst Ricky Smith.
16, been a 15 great years, and hope for many more. Hello again, everybody, and welcome, as Patrick said. One thing I thought funny, when I was reading the preview articles in today's Sam Mountain Reporter, it was an article from both teams, and Coach Lance Reese was talking about, he was heaping lots of praise on the Boaz Pirates and talking about how physical they are. And then you look at Coach Drew Knowles, and he's talking about, he's giving Guntersville all the praise. And, it almost reminds me of Wimp Sanderson, the way he used to down his basketball team every year. But this is a season starting out of unknowns. You've got a lot of people in different positions. As Coach Knowles talked about, you've got players that played a lot last year. But, for instance, like Casey Wood, he played and started a lot in the secondary, but didn't take a snap at quarterback. So you've got some inexperience there. You've got a lot of inexperience at other places. You got people that played, and you got offensive linemen that prepared to play last year, but they really never got a lot of playing time. So just a game that's going to be, I look to start out, both teams kind of filling each other out, and Boaz definitely going to have to slow down and hem in the speed of Rodriguez Fault. 2 years ago, he came in here, I guess you could say kind of a relative unknown, and ran for 117 yards on 12 carries and had a long touchdown run, and we didn't have anybody that could catch him. And there's not a lot of speed there this year that can catch him. What you just got to hope for if you're Guntersville for Boaz is you can hem him in and not let him get loose.
The crowd continues to file in here as referee Kenny Vest, I believe that's who that is.
Yeah. It is Kenny Vest.
And his crew.
With the heat that's out there today, this crowd was late arriving, after 6:30 for the majority of them come in.
Both teams have made their way out onto the playing surface as we get ready to kick off the 2011 season in what has become a bit of a semi-tradition, Ricky. Boaz and Guntersville kicking off the season on a Thursday night.
This is the fourth straight year that's happened, and the last 3 years the visiting team has won. So let's hope that we can break that trend in this game tonight.
If you are unaware, you can catch this game live. We're streaming live video and audio on www.boazk12.org. Our internet services coordinator, Wayne Caudle, has told me that we are using a new streaming mechanism that is extremely fast and much better than what we've used in the past. So you can get your laptop, your desktop on there and log on to boazk12.org. You'll be able to watch this game, listen to our commentary, just like if you're sitting at home, Ricky, watching it on television.
Watching it, it's just like you watch a college football game on Saturday.
We need to find us a Fox box we put up there, display the score or whatever.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. Wayne, knowing Wayne, he'll come up with something like that.
So with Troy and Ricky, as we start this game off, and we're excited about the 2011 season. It seems like they roll around here quicker and quicker every year. And
summer goes by fast, yes.
We're ready to kick this one off. Boaz will employ a lot of different looks as far as their specialty teams are concerned. Edgar Martinez, number 23 for Boaz, will be the kickoff man. However, he will not be the man who attempts extra points. It'll be Leo Aragon who will be doing that. And, of course, Leo's brother Manny kicked for the Boaz Pirates the last 2 years. So Manny, wearing a coaching shirt down there, has sort of been our special teams coordinator and is doing a fine job with them. And so here we go with Edgar Martinez kicking off for Boaz, and it'll come down to one of the up men for the Wildcats. A big man ran over a player or two. Hamilton Burden, their middle linebacker, on the return. And he gets it up to the 39-yard line where the Wildcats will start 1st and 10 as we start this game. Brennan King making the tackle for Boaz on that first kickoff. So first play of the game coming up, 1st and 10 for Guntersville. Let's see who comes out at quarterback, Ricky. It'll either be Nick McAnally or Clayton Daniel. We think it's going to be Daniel, and I believe he is going to be in the shotgun. Yeah. McAnally will be wide to the right, and Rod Falks back there in the backfield. Another man split wide left. I believe that's Will Looney. Two tight ends for Guntersville. Daniel will put his man in motion, and I believe we have a
Guntersville
whistle
had to call timeout.
and a timeout called. Now, this is really, really odd. You don't see timeouts called.
Well, I don't know that it was a timeout. Yeah, let's see.
Indeed, Guntersville spent a timeout. You don't see that on the first play of scrimmage for the year, but that gives us a chance to take a quick break. No score with 11:51 to play. This is the Boaz Network.
Hey folks, Tim Witt at Sand Mountain Toyota. Our goal is to be Sand Mountain's pre-owned vehicle destination. We strive to keep vehicles for every budget, and all of our vehicles go through a strict multi-point inspection by our award-winning service department. And don't forget, we're paying top dollar for your vehicle. We want to buy your vehicle. Sand Mountain Toyota, Highway 431 Albertville, or sandmountaintoyota.com.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Foodland, your football tailgating headquarters.
When my dad wanted a new mower, he'd say, "Come on, buddy, let's go see Jim, our local Toro dealer." For service, I'd hear, "Come on, buddy, let's call Jim." So naturally, I got my mower here. Some things never change. Right, buddy? Well, some things. Real people, real support. You can't beat the personal service from your neighborhood Toro dealer. There's a Toro dealer like Jim in your town.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bond's Appliance on Gunter Avenue in Guntersville.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service in Albertville has been the best place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. The Wilkes family takes pride in carrying on a tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose people you can trust. At Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Back out after taking their first time out before they ran a play here.
Something must not have looked right to Coach Lance Reese because he's the one that called the timeout on the far side. So looks like pretty much the same formation that they came out in that opening play. So Boaz must have been lined up in a different way than what they expected.
Here's motion by McAnally on the first play. There is the snap coming to Daniel, rolling left. He will toss it out to McAnally for about a 4 or 5 yard gain, and he's wrestled down over on the far side by cornerback Tyler Neighbors. Up to about the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Just went down and a quick out. Daniel was rolling out, threw across his body.
Simple play and picked up 4 yards.
Second down and about 6 as they go with an empty backfield here. 2 men flanked wide left, 1 to the right, and Daniel in the shotgun. Now here's Falks in motion. He will become a runner, and they will leave it with him sweeping to the right, trying to get outside. Turns the corner 40, 45, run out of bounds at about the 48-yard line, close to a first down. I believe it was Brandon Holland who got over here to knock him down.
He'll be short by about a yard.
And Boaz has a man shaken up, and I believe it's Matt Jones. Boaz training staff out there. Buck Watford, the Boaz trainer, along with trainer Thad Brooks. Watford from Therapy Plus Sports Medicine, and they're going to try to help Matt Jones up. Matt Jones is the largest player on the Boaz roster and I'm not sure they've got him listed correctly at 6'2", 225.
Yeah.
I think he's a little heavier than that, but looks like he's tweaked an ankle a little bit. He's walking it off. We'll see if he gets back in there tonight. They are going to be 2 yards short, it looks like, Ricky.
Yeah, they marked it a little bit shorter. Well, the ball is actually almost up to the 48. The down marker is Yeah.
I believe Tim Witt over there may be a little diagonal. 3rd down and a yard. Daniel in the gun. The formations to the right. They'll leave it with Falks running to the right. He pushes his way ahead, and he has the Wildcat 1st down, and he crosses Ricky into Boaz territory up to the Pirate 49, where they will get a new set of downs. Stop made by Terrell Woods, who has been a man-child in the preseason, according to what I've been told from some of the coaches.
He's in there at nose guard.
He's replaced Matt Jones. 1st down and 10. Here's Daniel. He'll leave it with Falks running left. Turns the corner. 50. Got away. 45-40. Still on his feet to the 35. Finally taken out by Neighbors at the 35-yard line, but he has about 15 yards and a 1st down. And this is exactly what we saw, Ricky. 2 seasons ago, they let Roderick do most of the damage, and Boaz had very little containment that time on the outside.
Yeah, somebody blocked down, and he had wide open field over there. Tyler Neighbors, TJ chased him down over there, but not until after a 14-yard gain. Yeah, they've kind of had the left side loaded up. Now they've kind of spread out a little bit. He's in like a pistol position.
High snap. Daniel corrals it, but Boaz Woods is in there to stop Falks for a loss.
That high snap messed up everything,
yep.
Because by the time he come down and gave it to Falks, Boaz was in there on him and dropped him for about a 3-yard loss, but a good play on that play for Boaz.
So that'll cost them 4 yards or close to it. We'll say 3. 2nd down and 13. As Looney will flank wide left, McAnally to the right, and Falks in the backfield with Daniel, who's in the shotgun. Again, 2 tight ends in the game. They take the snap. Daniel will retreat. They'll run a wide receiver screen to McAnally. Hit. The ball is loose on the ground. Boaz has it. Casey Wood came up with it after he was hit. The receiver, McAnally, was hit, I believe, by Dakota Todd, number 5 for the Pirates. Jarred it loose, and Boaz recovers at the 44-yard line, and Boaz will take over 1st time. 1st and 10 from the 44. Ricky, I don't believe that McAnally ever had control of that football. He took it upfield, but
right, I was beginning to, at first glance you thought maybe they would blow it incomplete, but they didn't, and Boaz good position at their own 44.
All right, Boaz will go with an I formation, wing back to the left and a man wide left. Here's a give to Tyler Martin, sidestepped a couple of men, crosses the 45, hit hard by Clayton Daniel. Clayton Daniel's not a big guy. Also Ben Cox making a big stick. Daniel's the safety. Of course, he's a quarterback as well, and he's only 5'7", 145. So to go up against big Tyler Martin, who's 6 feet 155, and he weighs a whole lot more than that too.
And Tyler, I saw Tyler a lot this summer, and he's really.
There was movement by Boaz fullback Jansen Hill before the snap, just sort of lost his balance as Andrew Thompson, the Boaz wingback, was in motion, and so that'll cost Boaz 5 yards on 2nd down.
What I was saying, I saw Tyler a lot this summer, and he's really in great shape.
Yeah, he's cut.
Yes.
He really is. When you go into the field house for their athletic conditioning, he really puts some of us to shame.
Yeah. Yeah.
To say the least.
Uh-huh.
2nd down and 11 from the 43 now after the 5-yard step off, and Boaz will go, Ricky, with double slots right here.
Kind of in a tight set.
Yep, no tight ends in the game. Here's Tez Jacobs in the game in motion, and they will sweep it to Martin going left. Didn't get a block that he needed. He'll get around one man, get past the original line of scrimmage to the 45 and up to about the 46-yard line where he's hit by Jordan Pennell, who is the right outside linebacker. It'll be 3rd and 8 for Boaz.
Let's see if they throw the ball. Coach Knowles said in the coaches show that Casey has been really accurate on the mark, accuracy-wise, in the preseason camp.
Well, I know he can put a basketball in a very small space.
Yes.
So let's see about a football. Here's Wood under center. He'll take the snap and flip it out to Martin, trying to reverse his field. He's in a lot of trouble. Needs a block. Got a block from Wood. 45. He's to the 50. Trying to get the first down, and he's very close. I believe he got it. He did get it up to the 45-yard line. What tremendous individual effort by Tyler Martin. Finally taken down by Hamilton Burden, but he gets the necessary yardage for the first down at the 45 of Guntersville.
That was pretty much all Tyler Martin, but a good block by Casey
Absolutely.
Wood over here on this far side to spring him. Only a 9-yard gain, but an impressive 9-yard gain.
Wing back left is Thompson. Man wide right is Nation. They'll leave it with Martin up the middle. Almost dropped the ball. Still has it, though. Still on his feet as he crosses the 40. He's up to the 35. He has another Boaz first down, taken down by Pannell. Inside, Ricky, the Guntersville 35-yard line. Looked like he juggled that ball a little bit, was able to finally get it under control. And Boaz moves the chains yet again, and they are operating without a huddle here. They'll put Nation flanking way wide out to the right, and now Thompson becomes a slot to the right. And Casey Wood rolling right, wants to throw. The left-hander looking, shoots a pass that is overthrown and intercepted by Daniel to the 35-30, 25. And he stepped out. Let's see, back up toward the 25-yard line. We'll call it the 22-yard line. Wood just simply overthrew his intended receiver, and Daniel was there playing safety. It looks like Wood may be a little bit shaken up. Daniel back there playing center field, so to speak, and just ran to the football. 1st and 10 from the 22 now, as both teams have now turned it over to each other.
Boaz had a good one going, and as you said, just forced it a little bit.
All right, Daniel is going to be in the shotgun yet again with Roderick Falks. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Ball is on the far side hash as they're scrimmaging left to right. Here is the fake. No, Falks had no. Daniel will keep it. Still on his feet to the 25, to the 27-yard line he'll go on the little read play. And it was Dakota Todd making the tackle on him. But we'll call it a gain of 4 up to the the 27. And the Wildcats, with 7:17 to play here in the first quarter, and no score, have it 2nd down and 6. Faked it to Falks, took it back, and sprinted ahead.
We talked about each team trying to fill the other out, and you had the turnover, but Boaz moved the ball well. Now defense needs to come through again.
Daniel takes a deep snap, leaves it with Falks running to the left, still on his feet as he crosses the 35, and finally put down. After he crosses to the 38-yard line, it was Tyler Laughlin who made the hit on him, the senior linebacker. But they move the chains. The Wildcats will have it at the 38, 1st and 10 for Guntersville. So both teams eating up some yardage here in the first quarter of play. No points on the board yet, though. McAnally will go wide right, Looney to the left. They also have a slot man to the left. Daniel will fake to Falks. He'll keep it. He's going down. They got him behind the line. It was Laughlin again who fought off of his block and nailed Daniel. In fact, Roderick Falks got nailed as well back there.
Yeah, I mean, they hit Falks, but they was there when Daniel kept the ball and dropped him for a 3-yard loss back to the 35, inside the 35.
We talked about Boaz is going to be moving a lot of folks in and out of the game.
Well, and with this being 95 degrees today and almost 100-degree heat index, it's cooled a little bit, but they're going to need to rotate people in and out to keep them fresh.
2nd down and 13 for Guntersville. Clayton Daniel takes the snap. He's going to retreat, looking to throw. He's under a lot of pressure from the backside from Kevin Childress. He's going to throw one deep. That ball is up for grabs. Intercepted by Wood. He has gotten 2 turnovers.
He got the one back that he gave away.
He's recovered a fumble. He has intercepted a pass, and he has had 1 intercepted. So he's been involved in all 3 of them, and Boaz will have it at their own 37, 1st and 10, and that is going to be the official timeout for Heat. With 5:36 to play here in quarter number 1, no score. This is the Boaz Network.
It's quiet now, but in a few hours the stadium will be full. The players will get dressed and prepare themselves for the challenges that lay ahead. Players dedicating themselves to succeeding on the field. Success begins with having a plan, along with the discipline to execute it. Just like the plan that begins with choosing the right financial partner for life. That's People's Independent Bank, where service, solutions, and smart advice are the foundation of our bank. Isn't it time you win? People's Independent Bank. You'll like banking with us.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
With gas prices and inflation at an all-time high, Alexander Ford understands it's tough out there. We do not want to be just some dealership, we want to be your dealership. For all your sales, parts, and service needs, we believe we can save you money. We have new inventory on the way, a fully stocked parts department, and an award-winning service department.
Alexander Ford has been family owned and operated for over 50 years in Boaz. We want to be a part of your family.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company.
Twilight Monument in Boaz is your hometown dealer, and they'll be there for you when you need them, just as they've done for hundreds of families over the past 37 years. You can depend on Jerry and Maxine Battles at Twilight Monument Company.
Good read by Casey Wood on that pass. Tez Jacobs had great coverage
Absolutely.
on the receiver, and Casey just came over from his safety spot, read it right, and picked it off. Now Boaz got it back at their own 37.
Here's Wood under center. He is going to leave it with Martin running to the left. Got a block, 40-45. Ran over a man at the 49-yard line.
He ran over number 6, Matt Gunther, knocked him back about 5 yards.
He's close to a first down.
He got
it. A 10-yard gain up to the 47 for Martin. The thing about Tyler Martin is he will not shy away from contact.
No, well, and he's durable. In the 5 games that he carried the ball last year, he carried it 110 times, so he averaged over 20 carries a game.
And he'll get at least that this year.
Yes.
There's some sort of there's some sort of confusion going on. I don't think the head linesman knows that it's a first down. And they have not moved the chains. Now they do. Wood under center. He'll have Jansen Hill as the fullback lining up behind him, and Tyler Martin dotting the I at tailback. And Andrew Thompson is going to be on the left side as the wing, and Zach Nation, I believe, is flanked wide right. Here is Thompson in motion. They are going to leave it with Thompson on the end around, looking for some room, trying to get outside. He won't find any. He reverses field, and he's going to be dropped behind the line for a big loss. Hunter Kinnemer got in there to make the tackle, and also Sam Cox. They hemmed him in.
Yeah, he tried to reverse field, kind of like Tyler did on an earlier play, but he wasn't successful. He lost 5 yards back to the 42.
Second down and 15. And they will bring Josh Kerr over to the left side as a tight end, and now they will toss it out to Martin running left. Looked for a seam, found a little bit of one, and he is going forward back up to midfield. So he got about 7 or 8 yards, but he'll be still well shy of the first. Kinnemer on the tackle there as well. Boaz will face third down and about 7, and Boaz has a man injured, and I believe it's Thompson. Looks like he's favoring an ankle. He'll come off over under his own power, but Boaz will get somebody in there to replace him. I believe Jonas Bowling has checked into the game. He'll be the flank man wide right, and now Tyler Neighbors is also in. He's on the left. Now he will move also to the right, and they will make it a slot formation to the right side. Ball right in the middle of the field, right on the midfield stripe, and there's movement by Boaz as Wood was about to check off. Looked like Dustin Mason came up out of his stance a little early, and that'll cost the Pirates 5 yards. In the first game, Ricky, generally speaking, you see a lot of
You're going to have that.
penalties and
that's
turnovers.
The second penalty, and each, 3 possessions, we've had 3 turnovers so far.
Third down and 12 now for Boaz. They'll go with the slot, and Wood dropping under center, I formation. Here is a give to Martin on third down, and he going up the middle. He's going to flip it back to Wood. That's trouble, and they turn it over. I believe Guntersville's number 50, Pannell, fell on it. I have no idea what Tyler Martin was thinking there when he flipped the ball back to Casey Wood as he was going down, and he is getting a tongue lashing from Coach Knowles on the sideline.
You just take your loss right there and deal with it.
Punt it away.
Yeah.
Instead, Guntersville has it at the Boaz 37, 1st and 10, with 3:56 remaining here in the first. No score. I think Tyler was just trying to make something happen, Ricky, but there was no good that could have come out of that.
No,
All right, so Daniel has them back out there offensively. 4 total turnovers in the game. Here are the Wildcats. Sweeping left. Daniel wants to throw. He has his man, Looney. It's complete, and he's run out of bounds over on the far sideline by Tyler Neighbors. He's close to a first down, though, as he turned it and ran downfield. We'll see where they mark it. I believe they're going to say he's just short, about a yard. Second
9
1.
yards.
Daniel showing good accuracy with his throws, except for the one that he just sort of threw up for grabs that was intercepted earlier. But on these out patterns, he's been very good. 2nd and a yard. They're going to leave it with Falks running to the right. They'll chop him down behind the line. Getting in there was Laughlin again, and also Brandon Holland. Both guys converging. Holland may have made the first hit. And that is going to be a loss of about a couple of yards. And now they will face 3rd down and 3. That was a big play by the Pirate defense.
Yeah. Now
Holland shooting the gap there.
You still got 3rd and short for Guntersville, I guess 4 down territory. I'm not sure what kind of kicker they have, but
well, they do have a good one. He's back from last year.
yes, that's right.
All right, Falks is in the backfield with Daniel. Shotgun. They'll leave it with Rodrigue running to the left, trying to get outside, tries to turn the corner. Can they string it out?
Yeah.
They do. It was a good one-on-one
TJ.
tackle out there by TJ Neighbors. Locked him up and knocked him down after a gain of a yard or 2.
Yeah.
They'll be short of the first down, up to the 29-yard line. It'll be 4th down and a couple. It's a great play by Tyler Neighbors out there on the right side.
Yeah, it was one of those. Rod Falks usually says, I'm going to beat this guy.
Clock ticking at 2.5 in the first. No score.
It's kind of like TJ came up and hit him before he had a chance to make a move.
They will indeed go for it here on 4th down and a couple. See if the Pirate defense can rise up yet again on this 4th down play. Daniel will look to pass, and he is under pressure. Now he's rolling right. He's in trouble. He'll throw one deep into the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown by Nick McAnally as he got behind the defender Jacobs and made a nice catch down at the goal line. Daniel aired it out. Jacobs had pretty good position, and might have been a little bit of a push there.
Tez just kind of looked like he mistimed his jump.
And so the Wildcats, after the Boaz turnover, cash in. And Daniel will hold for Hunter Kinnemer. Point after attempt. Didn't look too good, but he got it through, I believe, yeah. So with 2:09 to play here in the first quarter, Guntersville takes a 7-0 lead. This is the Boaz Network.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with people's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have. Come experience Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater. We're a 130-acre park filled with adventure, from our indoor aquatic center and RV park, tennis courts, and our state-of-the-art fitness center and amphitheater. We offer youth and adult sports leagues for all ages at our first-class facilities. Whether it's baseball, basketball, group exercise classes, playgrounds, or your favorite band in concert, Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater has something for everyone. Join our effort to improve the health of our community and win the day at Sand Mountain Park.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company. Marshall County Gas is a proud supporter of this community channel broadcast. Remember, gas does it better naturally. The physicians and staff at Lakeside Clinic in Guntersville are proud supporters of our local schools and athletic teams. Lakeside Clinic in Guntersville, proudly physician owned and operated.
Fumble recovery and take it in on a 37-yard drive. Touchdown pass by Clayton Daniel to Nick McAnally. And the point after by Hunter Kennemer makes it 7-0. And now Kennemer will kick off for Guntersville. To Tez Jacobs, the deep man. On his left is number 10, Landon Willoughby. And to his right is number 2, Tyler Neighbors. 2:09 to play here in the first quarter. And there's the kick coming down to Tez from about the 7 or 8 yard line. He's to the 15, 20. Still on his feet to the 25. Made a nifty move. And he's forging his way forward. Takes a gang of tacklers to get him down. And he pushes ahead across the 30. They may mark him right there at the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Pirates as they take over. So Boaz, on their offensive possessions to this point, Ricky, we've seen some promise, but both of their offensive possessions have ended in turnovers.
Yeah, penalty where Casey Wood just overthrew the receiver and into Guntersville, and then the other one just kind of I guess you could just say a bonehead play by Tyler Martin, and hopefully Boaz can respond after Guntersville drove in for their first touchdown of the season.
All right, here's Tez Jacobs getting a carry. He's to the 30. Spins ahead for about 3 yards, maybe 4. As Martin is getting a rest.
We'll say about a 4-yard pickup for Tez almost.
Drew Moore making the tackle for the Wildcats. 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard gain by Jacobs. And now Boaz will go back with those double slots. The only setback is Brandon Holland, who's a fullback by trade. Here's Wood under center. Motion by Neighbors. Neighbors is going to get the carry running right. He turns it upfield. 35 still on his feet, close to a Boaz first down, up around the 40. I believe he'll be a little short, but a nice job by TJ to explode. And we haven't seen Andrew Thompson since he had a little ankle turn.
He's over the bench. Looks like he's got some ice on his knee or ankle.
Ernesto Cordova making the stop for Guntersville, and Boaz will be a yard shy. As Jonas Bowling hustles out of the game, Boaz has Zach Nation wide left. Tyler Neighbors is a wingback on the left, and Jacobs dotting the I at fullback behind Holland, behind Wood. Here is Jacobs. He'll get hit in the backfield trying to spin ahead for positive yardage, and he's going to be short of the first. I believe he got back to the line of scrimmage, Ricky, but he did not get the first down. They had that well read.
Yeah. good penetration by Guntersville. All they needed was a yard.
Boaz is going to get the benefit, Ricky, of the end of the first quarter right here, and let's see if they decide to go for it on 4th and short. We'll have the answer to that after we come back from these words. It is a 7-0 Guntersville lead after the first quarter expires. This is the Boaz Network.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Come experience Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater. We're a 130-acre park filled with adventure. From our indoor aquatic center and RV park, tennis courts, and our state-of-the-art fitness center and amphitheater, we offer youth and adult sports leagues for all ages at our first-class facilities. Whether it's baseball, basketball, group exercise classes, playgrounds, or your favorite band in concert, Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater has something for everyone. Join our effort to improve the health of our community and win the day at Sand Mountain Park.
Visit Boaz Discount Drugs and Johnson Hallmark in their new location just up the street on the corner of Highway 168 and Elizabeth Street in Boaz. Same helpful, friendly service with personal attention to each prescription. Boaz Discount Drugs is your prescription compounding specialist with custom medications to fit your needs. And Johnson's Hallmark is your source for all occasion cards and gift items. Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of our community and our local schools, academics, and athletics. Best of luck to all our local teams throughout the season. Our mission at Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is to provide the most reliable electrical service at the lowest possible rate. We strive to achieve our mission with quality and reliable service and a commitment to our consumer needs. We want to be a beacon in each community that we serve.
Trailing 7-0, they have it 4th down and very short. I believe Tyler Martin is back in the game and will be at tailback, and he is. So let's see what happens here on this 4th down play. Still waiting for the ball to be put in play by the referee. No signal yet. And we're ready to go. Casey Wood will drop under center. Brandon Holland will line up in front of Martin. Everybody in the world knows what's coming. 4th and short. They're going to give it to Martin. Martin running left. Turns the corner, has his first down to the 45. He's to the 50. Fumbled the football, and Guntersville has it.
It did
the
look
ball
like he was
popped
down.
loose and fumbled it forward, and Guntersville will take possession on the 3rd turnover of the game for Boaz. Rod Falks is the one that made the hit. Martin, as you see so many times, Ricky, struggling for extra yardage, and the ball got loose on him.
Yeah. I thought he was down, but they didn't call it. So now another turnover Boaz has got to overcome. Hold Guntersville defense has kind of been putting in some bad position.
2 fumbles and an interception on the first 3 offensive possessions of the game. And here is Clayton Daniel back on offense. Guntersville's going to throw it long. They've got a man behind the defense. Looney has it, and now it's incomplete.
Oh,
it came loose. They're going to say that he caught the ball.
If Tyler Martin was down, this guy was incomplete, but
Coach Knowles cannot believe it. He dropped the ball, that's for sure.
Yeah. Holding against Guntersville, so it's nullified anyway, but Boaz got a break there because there was no way that was a complete pass.
It was a bad call by the back judge.
And Boaz got bailed out by a Guntersville offensive lineman.
All's fair.
Yeah.
So that's going to mark it back to the
33, so
34-yard line.
1st and 20. First penalty of the game on Guntersville.
So they'll break the huddle. Tell you what, Ricky, Clayton Daniel was right on the money.
He
with the
was.
pass.
That was a great pass.
Both ends split away now. Man in the backfield, Falks. Daniel's going to leave it with him. No, he's going to fake. He is rolling. He wants to throw, has his man open. Wide open is his receiver, Ed Shelton. Excuse me, number 6, Matt Gunther. And he's close to the first down. Across the Boaz side of the field. And I believe he got it.
It's going to be awful close.
They're looking at it. And they're going to bring the chains in from the far sideline.
But it was he just bootlegged out, and the tight end, Gunther, just kind of released out here, hit him, and pretty much it was all Gunther. He hit him after, just a 5-yard pass, but he ran the other 15 yards and either got the first down or it's going to be awful short.
He is short by about a foot. So it'll be 2nd down and a yard, we'll call it. So they'll bring the ball back to the hash mark and mark it. McAnally was wide open, Gunther was wide open out here on the in the near flat. And look here, Matt Jones is returning to the game.
Well, Daniel, we talked about his long accuracy on that long pass. He is 5 out of 6 for 65 yards. The only incompletion is the interception that he threw. He's been right on the money with all of his passes.
Only a sophomore. Looney to the left. Gunther is in the, Trevor Hampton. No, that may be Gunther. I can't really tell.
Number 4 is out here.
Yeah.
Will
it's actually
okay,
Matt
the other
Bass.
side. Okay.
Matt Bass now goes tight. And flanking wide right is McAnally. And here is 2 men in the backfield with Daniel in an I formation. He's standing beside him in the shotgun. They're going to leave it with Rod Falks. Falks running to the right, has his first down across the Boaz 45 and up close to the 42-yard line where they will have the first down. And you can tell Matt Jones is really hurting with that ankle.
Yeah, he's just hobbling off and not able to go.
So Terrell Woods gets back in there for Boaz at the nose position. Boaz has Rampy, Dakota Todd as the ends right now, and Woods as the nose. First and 10. Daniel in the shotgun. Takes a snap. He's going to keep it. He is tackled by Joshua Kerr. I believe he sprinted his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he'll get. Kerr had him and rode him down.
It was the read play, and he faked it to Falks, but kept it up the middle, and good job by Kerr to read it himself and drop him for no gain.
The linebackers right now for Boaz are Nation, Holland, Martin, and Kerr, and the secondary Jacobs and Neighbors at the corners, and Wood and Bowling at the safeties. Of course, Andrew Thompson normally would be in there at safety, but he's still sitting on the sideline.
Looks like he's got ice on his ankle.
Yeah. All right, here's Daniel retreating, looking, deep pass, going down the field, and Boaz jumps for it and then breaks it up. Wood and Bowling making a nice play down there as they had double coverage on Will Looney, the 6 feet, 175-pound senior. It's really, really hard to out-jump Wood and Bowling.
Yeah.
Both of them are very tremendous jumpers. And they were able to knock it down.
Daniel, again, laid it up there perfectly, but couldn't get it in between two Boaz Pirates to his own man.
A rare incompletion.
Yeah, third down. Big third down play here for Boaz. If they
Third
can
and
hold
10.
here.
Guntersville leading this one 7-0. 10 minutes to go in the first half.
And Guntersville, I believe, is calling timeout.
I believe you're right. So we'll take a break as well. 7-0. The Wildcats lead it. This is the Boaz Network.
With your Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet, your busy life just got a lot less complicated. The Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet is compatible with Apple, Google, and Samsung Pay, and is available right now on your mobile device. Citizens Bank and Trust. Small bank, big difference.
Steve and Marilyn Murphy invite you to visit Harrelson Drugs. In addition to being your trusted healthcare resource, Harrelson carries a great selection of gifts and collectibles. You'll find aisles of the most popular names and brands suitable for any occasion. They're also your source for customized invitations and printing. You'll always find an all-occasion card to say exactly what you're feeling. Harrelson's also carries convenience groceries from the shelf and from the cooler. Harrelson Drugs on the corner of Obrig and Patterson in Guntersville.
RE/MAX Guntersville is a proud supporter of the Guntersville City Schools academics and athletics. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the year. For all your real estate needs, call on the local professional staff at RE/MAX Guntersville, 256-582-5585. As loyal fans for over 6 decades, this team of former Wildcats is proud to support Guntersville City Schools academics and athletics. Beard and Beard Attorneys at Law would like to wish our local schools the best of luck and encourage their fans to attend the games and cheer them on.
Hi, this is Paul Harris with State Farm in Guntersville, your local State Farm agent. I am a proud Guntersville alumni and Wildcat athletic supporter. Please give us a call at 256-582-3250 or come by and see us at 1246 Gunter Avenue across from the gas board for all your insurance needs. We are here to help life go right. Best of luck and go Wildcats.
First Baptist Church of Guntersville is another proud supporter of Guntersville High School. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the seasons.
Two of them ended in turnovers and one of them a touchdown. So this is their fourth offensive possession. And it's 3rd and 10. Looney will go wide left. McAnally wide right. Also a man in the slot out there. Daniel's got Falks in the backfield with him. Here's Daniel. He is going to run some misdirection. Falks is going down behind the line. Good play by Blake Rampy and Terrell Woods, and I believe Falks is hurt.
But Boaz had 3 guys back there that was not fooled at all by that play. Back to the 50. That's a loss of 7.
And that'll bring up 4th down and long, 17. And Roderick Falks is favoring a wrist, Ricky. I don't know if he's still in there. And let's see, we could have the first punt of the night here. I don't believe they're going to punt. They're getting another man in there.
Are they going to line up in a formation and then shift to the punting? Or is Daniel just going to pooch punt it from there?
Might do it, yeah. Now he's going back. Boaz has nobody back. He will pooch punt it, and it's a good one. To the 10, into the 5. Down there is a Guntersville man, and they'll down it at about the 2. Great punt by Daniel, and a good job getting down there to put his mitts on it. Is Kennemer, I believe.
Yeah, 48 yards. So now Boaz, they've had to overcome the turnovers. Now they got to overcome and come out of their own, shatter their own goalpost.
Here's the thing. Boaz has turned it over thrice and are only down 7-0 and have the football.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Guntersville capitalized on one of the 3 turnovers. Boaz has just not been able to capitalize on the 2 turnovers Guntersville has given them. But now's the time you need one of those long, sustained drives.
1st and 10 Pirates from their own 2. They're backed up back there. Here's Wood. And they're going to blow this one dead. And a flag is going to come out before the snap. Boaz may have moved early. not going to cost him a whole lot of yardage.
It's
and
Boaz
is
is
clapping, so it must be against the Wildcats.
Guntersville must have lined up in the neutral zone.
And they are retreating.
That'll get you out of a little bit out of the shadows.
So a 5-yard step off against Guntersville as Bowling is coming back into the game in place of number 18, Morgan Neal, the senior. First down and about 5 now, obviously.
It gives you a little bit more room to operate.
All right, I formation for Woody. He's going to leave it with Martin running left. Got a little bit of room on that, running right. Got some room over there, but it closed in a hurry. He was able to get about 3 or 4 yards though, and it'll wind up 2nd down and 2 for Boaz. Tackle made by Drew Moore, number 34 for Guntersville. That play looked like it had a lot of promise, Ricky, but Guntersville able to stop it up.
Closed it up quick.
The Masons are on either end of the line. For Boaz, Kyle Kinney and Tyler Stevens are the guards, and Christian Davis is at center, and he has the ball in his hand. Now they will put Morgan Neal over to the left, and I think Boaz is going to have to call timeout. Somebody was confused out there, and with 8:07 to play, Boaz spends its first timeout here in the first half. Trailing 7-0, the Wildcats are leading this one. This is the Boaz Network.
I knew at a very early age I wanted to be a pharmacist. I started working in a drugstore dipping ice cream at 15 years old.
Buddy is not only my mentor and my boss, he's also my uncle. It's a small town and we live in a great community. They're not only patients to us, they're friends.
He and his staff go above and beyond in treating you as a person, not as a prescription number.
Everyone loves Buddy Bunch. Everyone in this community loves and appreciates it.
Buddy's in Montgomery when we're having our legislative session days, when we have committee meetings. He's always there. He's educating us on what it truly means to the independent pharmacist.
Health Mart's been a part of my business about as long as Health Mart has existed, and it feels like you have someone to kind of lean on, almost like you have a home office you can call if you have a problem.
The big guys, your son or your daughter wake up sick in the middle of the night, they're not going to come and open their doors. Buddy Bunch does that for people. He does that.
You wake up in the morning and you know you're going to the pharmacy and you know you're going to be there about 10 hours. You better like it, and I really do. I wouldn't do anything else.
Congratulations to Buddy Bunch and his staff at Bunch Pharmacy as they were honored as the 2022 Health Mart National Pharmacy of the Year.
First Baptist Church of Guntersville is another proud supporter of Guntersville High School. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the seasons.
Without turning it over.
Yeah, sustain a drive because they have moved it, ran good plays, gotten some yardage.
So here's Casey Wood going under center. Behind him is Jansen Hill. A shift by the Guntersville defense, and they are going to leave it with Tyler Martin going right on the stretch play. He's to the 10, sprints ahead, and he's going to be close to the first down. If he fell forward where I think he did, I think he may have it.
Yes.
And I believe Charlie Jimerson, the line judge over here, is signaling first down, and that's what Kenny Vest agrees with, up to the 14. So a 4-yard gain for Boaz, and they move the chains. So it's 1st and 10 Pirates. Splitting wide left is Zach Nation. Tyler Neighbors is a wingback on the left. Woody under center. Lined up behind him, Hill and Martin. They're going to fake. Now Woody wants to throw. Shoots a pass that is incomplete. Might have been batted down at the line by Trevor Hampton. Fell incomplete, so it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Looked like it. I mean, I didn't see it tipped, but with it coming out and begin to wobble, it looked like it was tipped because he had neighbors open.
So that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Pirates. And they will break the huddle yet again. 7.5 minutes to play here in the first half. Here's a toss sweep to Tyler Martin going to the left. Tries to keep his feet, stumbles ahead to the 20, and crosses the 20 up to the 21-yard line. I believe if he's able to keep his feet there, Ricky, he might run for a big one.
Yeah.
It's a 7-yard gain. Clayton Daniel came up from the safety position to make the stop. And it'll be 3rd down and 3 yards to go, we'll say. Ball spot is the 21. They got to get to the 24 to move the chains here. Boaz trying to convert on 3rd down the 2nd time in this particular drive. Third and 3. Boaz will now shift and put 2 men wide right. And now a flag coming out from the head linesman over on the far side before the snap of the ball. Did somebody move early?
Or did Guntersville line up offsides again?
This time it's going against Boaz. False start's going to be called against the Pirates.
We talked about, you said it's, early in the season, but those are just things that you've got to be disciplined on and not do, because you're in the 3rd and 3 situation. Now you're 3rd and 8. You're in 3rd and long, and you were in a position where, with Tyler Martin hard running, you pick up 3 yards, but now 3rd and 8, it's almost an obvious passing situation.
And Boaz has not been too good in that phase of the game.
No, just 0 for 2 with the 1 interception.
Here's Tez Jacobs in motion. They will roll it to the left. Wood looking to pass. He's in trouble. Shoots it out incomplete, short of Jacobs. And he was under a whole lot of pressure from behind, I believe, by Sam Cox, number 60.
And I don't even know. It looked like he was trying to get it to Jacobs, but there was a lot of white jerseys over there. Even if he is able to throw it and get it to him, I don't think you get a 1st down.
So Boaz will punt for the first time. And backing up to kick it will be number 18, Morgan Neal. As we approach the midway point of the 2nd quarter. Good snap to Neal, and he gets it out of there. It's an end-over-end kick. It'll come down to Daniel. He is slipping out of one tackle. Oh, and boy, is he nailed by Tez Jacobs at the Boaz 49. So that was, you got to call that drive somewhat a success, is that Boaz didn't turn the ball over.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. They did pick up 1 first down, but.
So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats, leading 7-0, 6:10 to play in the half. Let's see, Ricky, if Roderick Falks comes out this time. He was injured on the previous drive, and I don't see him in there. Yes, he is. He's in there and looks to be okay. Unfortunately for Boaz, Andrew Thompson still sits over here on the sidelines and does not look like he'll be making a return tonight. Here is a snap. Falks is going to have it running to the left, and they have him bottled up and push him backwards. Gang tackled. And a flag coming out. I think, or was that the yellow shoe?
No, somebody's got on some yellow shoes.
That's the yellow shoe of Hunter Kinnemer. I've seen that thing all over the place. That's his kicker shoe.
No gain, really. He just barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Sort of looks like a duck foot. And I believe they're going to call timeout to have the heat stoppage right here with with our score 7-0 Guntersville, 5:37 to play in the half. This is the Boaz Network.
Family-owned and operated Discount Building Supply in Warrenton is a whole lot more than building supplies and hardware. Stop by and browse their 130,000 square foot home center. You'll find popular smoker grills with supplies and seasonings, family outing and tailgate supplies, Yeti coolers, outdoor and hunting apparel, landscape management supplies, boathouse products, and everything to beautify your outdoor living space. Discount Building Supply and Home Center. 3 generations of the Walker family proudly serving your family. Looking for a lawn care service to add a fresh look to your home or business? Shelton Lawn Service can take your property to the next level with an emphasis on quality and affordability. Whether you're looking to maintain your current yard or ready to refresh your design, the Shelton Lawn Service professionals can handle the job. They love to help clients create the landscape of their dreams and rediscover the beauty of being outdoors. For a free estimate, give Brandon Shelton a call today at 256-293-8816. As the Electric Board of Guntersville, we want you to know that we are your partner in the community, providing reliable electricity and exceptional customer service. We're committed to helping our community succeed as it continues to grow. The Electric Board of Guntersville strives for excellence and takes pride in everything we do. No street light is too small or substation too big for us not to do the job well. And we hope our commitment, character, and integrity shine through every time you meet us as we empower our community to be the best it can be.
Shelton Body Shop, Highway 79 South in Guntersville is the place to go when you need auto body repair of any type. Jeff Shelton will be happy to give you a free estimate. And remember, it's not your insurance company's decision. You have a choice about which body shop you'd like to use for your repair work. Shelton Body Shop is on Highway 79 South. Call 256-582-8869. Shelton Body Shop, serving North Alabama's auto repair and refinishing needs for 51 years. A business built on faith and Christian values.
Both ends will split away for Guntersville on the 2nd and 10. Clayton Daniel loading up the shotgun. He has the deep snap. He's going to give it to Roderick Falks. Here is him spinning out of a couple of tackles. Looked like a man got held in the backfield, but no call. And Falks is able to go up to the Boaz 45, and he is, again,
looks like he's still
shaking
favoring that wrist or whatever his problem was.
So to bring up 3rd down and 6 for Guntersville. Boaz is getting a pretty good push, Ricky, off the defensive front.
Yeah, it's one of those situations. They're getting the push. If Falks ever breaks through 7 or 8 yards into the secondary, he may not be caught. But so far everything's good. But he's still kind of hurting.
3rd and 6. Daniel, he is going to fake. He is rolling out. Man has incomplete as he threw it behind Matt Gunther, who was going across the middle of the field.
He had Gunther open. He had to throw it behind him, but number 7, Bass, was wide open out in the flats.
That'll bring up 4th down from the Boaz 45, and no better than Boaz has moved the ball. Looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th down and 6. Tight formation. They've got, looks like a bunch set over here to the left. Now they will spread it out and load up to the gun on this 4th and 6. Huge play right here. Daniel trying to get them to jump off sides. Boaz will not give in. Play clock at 3, winding down. And now they're going to call a timeout.
They're going to take the delay.
They will take the delay and kick it, I guess. Penalty coming out from the back judge.
Or did they call timeout? Boaz is coming over.
Looks like they may have.
No, they're marking off the penalty.
I think Boaz thinks they called a timeout.
Charlie Jimerson telling them penalized. So.
Yeah, Coach Knowles thought there was a timeout called, and there wasn't. So they get back out there. So Hunter Kinnemer will now back up to punt. On this 4th down and about 11, Boaz again putting nobody back.
He can't do much better than Daniel did on his one attempt. 48 yards down to the 2.
Yeah, ball's right on the 50-yard line. Won't be hard to measure this one, Ricky. Wobbly spiral. Takes a Guntersville roll inside the 5, and they've got people down there to down it at the 3. So again, Boaz is in a hole with 4:06 to play here in the first half, trailing 7-0. At the conclusion of this game, Ricky and I will be selecting the Captain D's Offensive Player of the Week. Right now, candidates few and far between.
Yeah, they are. Well, right now there's basically one on each side, but, you know, maybe somebody will step up.
Here are the Pirates in the I formation. Casey Wood has Martin dotting the I tailback behind Jansen Hill. On this first down and 10 from their own 3. They're going to leave it with Martin going right up the middle. And I believe number 60, Sam Cox, got in there to knock him off his feet for no gain. Well, they give him up to the 5, so we'll say 2nd and 9. I think the original spot was the 4. I had been saying it was at the 3-yard line, so we'll give him a yard on the carry. 2nd and 9 from the 5 now. Ball nose in at the 5. Seems to me that the defensive fronts are having their way with the offensive fronts on both sides of the ball.
Both sides, exactly.
Now, the good thing about that for Boaz is most of these defenders for Guntersville play both ways. Oh, little misdirection. Tyler Martin going left, trying to get out of the end zone. He does, gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
I don't know if it was misdirection or it was just a busted play.
It was Drew Moore who made the tackle on him. He got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 9. What I was saying is that most of these Guntersville defenders are playing both ways. Boaz offensive line, none of those guys play both ways. So maybe that will have some advantage for us going to the 4th quarter. You've got to keep it close, though.
The defenses, Guntersville with 98 total yards, Boaz with 69. So, you know, not a lot of offense either way.
And much of Guntersville's coming on the one play.
Boaz is calling timeout because the play clock was down under 5 seconds.
2:33 to play in the half, and it is a 7-0 Guntersville lead. This is the Boaz Network.
Yeah, because Boaz will get the ball to come out in the second half.
So here's Wood on this 3rd and 9. Boaz and Guntersville both with one timeout remaining. Casey is going to call another timeout.
He tried to draw Guntersville offside, and it didn't work.
So Boaz will spend timeout number 3, and they will have none left. 7-0 Guntersville. This is the Boaz Network. Two timeouts. And they're back out there in the I formation. Wood with Hill and Martin behind him. Waiting for the ball to be put in play here. We are moving at a snail's pace. All right, here's Casey Wood. He's going to leave it with Martin, trying to go left, now turns it back right, and he's going to be dropped for a loss back inside the 5. And that'll bring up 4th down, and I think Guntersville is going to call its final timeout of the half. So 2:24 remaining. Boaz will be forced to punt it away here to the Wildcats. This is the Boaz Network. In a 4th down situation, Morgan Neal basically standing on the baseline of the end zone to punt this one. And Clayton Daniel in single safety, Nick McAnally in single safety. That means Guntersville, Ricky, has 10 men up on the line. They're going to try to block it.
They're coming.
Boaz got to do a good job getting those guys off the corner. Here's Neal, and they're all over him. He gets it away somehow. It's going to be a very, very short kick. And it'll come down to about the 26-yard line, and we'll roll dead there. There is a flag back here. They were pouring all in on Morgan Neal. I mean, I don't see how in the world he got that.
I know.
The snap was low and to his right, and he had to go dig it out. It looked like a man was coming right in his face. But he got it out of there, and a flag way back
From the back judge.
Yeah.
It must be against
I
Boaz.
have no idea what it could be because Boaz had nobody over there.
No
They're going
flag.
to wave it off. No flag, and Guntersville will have a short field at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 with 2:11 to play. All right, here comes Will Looney wide left for the Wildcats. McAnally wide right. Daniel has Falks in the backfield with him, and again, they are employing 2 tight ends here. Daniel in the shotgun, takes the snap. He'll fake. He is rolling to his right under a lot of pressure. That ball is batted down. Nice play by number 28, Tyler Laughlin. It looked like Terrell Woods, who was pressuring the quarterback from behind, Ricky, got held all over the place, and it did not, no call.
Right in front of him.
2nd and 10.
That's almost one of them that's obvious. And
all right, Looney will go wide left, McAnally to the right. Shotgun for Daniel. Takes a snap. There is a read by Daniel. He'll keep it. Laughlin has him and finished off hard by Boaz's number 6, Zach Nation. He sprints up to the 20, does Daniel, which is a gain of about 6 yards, and the Wildcats will face 3rd and 4 from the 20. 1:43 remaining here in the first half. Neither team has a timeout remaining. Guntersville hustling some substitutes out onto the field late as the play clock continues to wind down here with 1:30 to go in the half. 5 seconds on the play clock. Daniel in the shotgun. He got it away. Here is Falks on the carry, and in the middle of the field, a flag comes out, and Falks is going forward inside the 10. He'll have a first down and a whole lot more to the 7, but I think this one may be coming back, Ricky.
Yeah, that was thrown by the umpire right into the middle, and the Guntersville player kind of throwing his arms up like, but they got it, so.
So a 10-yard penalty from the infraction, and that will mark it back to the 30-yard line, and now Guntersville will face 3rd down and about 14. So that nullified a first down and a 1st and goal to go situation for Guntersville, and now they're put back in 3rd down and long.
And Guntersville's getting in a position where it's 3rd down, and they don't have any timeouts left either, so they can't stop the clock. This is a big possession for the Pirates, and the clock has started, so big possession for the Pirates. They can get out of here without giving up any points, and they'll have the ball to come out in the second half.
3rd down, and here is Daniel rolling right, looking to throw. Now he'll take it and run, and they will drop him. He'll get about 3 or 4 yards, but I think, Ricky, they'll be about 11 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, it's going to be marked, look like about the 27.
Dakota Todd's going to come out for Boaz, and Kevin Childry will report in as one of the ends defensively. And it'll be 4th down and 11 here, and they're going to attempt a long field goal. Hunter Kinnemer will put the tee down. They will at the 33.
So a 43-yarder.
About a 2-second differential between the game clock and the play clock as they'll try to kick a 43-yarder through here. Waiting on the snap is Daniel, the holder. He has it. He puts it down. Kinnemer's kick
no good,
is up,
short.
and it is well short and no good, and time expires. Ricky, with all that has gone on in the first half, Boaz extremely fortunate to only be down 7-0.
Exactly. They've dodged several bullets in that half, and now they go in. They're going to get the ball to come out in the second half. You just got to correct a few things and make a few adjustments. Gunners was going to also, but, it's nothing that can't be corrected.
We'll be back with the second half of play. We're going to send it back to Regina Leith in the studios. For these words, this is the Boaz Network.
Shane Vandegrift and the Lake Guntersville Real Estate team are proud supporters of the Guntersville City Schools and Wildcat Athletics. They encourage you to get out and support your local sports. If you're thinking of buying or selling a home, the best call you can make is Lake Guntersville Real Estate at 256-582-0112. Visit their informative website, shanev.com. They're your source for real estate in the Lake Guntersville area. They'll support you through the entire process, just like they support the Wildcats.
As the city of Guntersville continues to grow and prosper, your Guntersville Water Board keeps pace with their commitment to invest in state-of-the-art facility and technology upgrades as they prepare to provide customers with unsurpassed quality of life for decades to come. Most notably, perhaps, is the extensive renovations to the award-winning Sunset Water Treatment Facility on Willow Beach Road, which supplies safe and reliable drinking water to over 5,500 customers from Sand Mountain to Connors Island. And behind the scenes, multi-million-dollar investments in infrastructure such as water towers, sewer lines, and the recent extensive renovation to the East Lake wastewater plant demonstrate Guntersville Water Board's commitment to meeting the business and residential demands of this growing progressive city. For more information on the Guntersville Water Board, including fast and easy online bill payment, visit their informative website, gvillewater.com.
At the Driving Factor, we know you're looking for a reliable vehicle.
Whether you're heading to work,
headed to play, or taking the grandkids to the beach.
Are we there yet?
At the Driving Factor, every vehicle comes with a warranty for the length of the contract.
And you get a Carfax with every purchase.
We make everything easy. From the application process, the approval, or to the payments, either online or in-store.
At the Driving Factor, we're not your ordinary buy here, pay here dealer.
If you're looking for a rental home or apartment in the Guntersville area, call on Bonds Real Estate. Visit bondsrealestate.com to search their extensive list of available properties.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting on the field for your halftime entertainment is the Guntersville High School Crimson Guard. The band is under the field direction of Sally Stone. Band captain is Brad Rutland and woodwind captain is Olivia Gregerson. Percussion captain is Brad Yarrow. Dance line captain is Alyssa Kuhlenmeyer. And color guard captain is Rachel Williams. The music the band will be performing is Schools Now. Proud memory. And welcome to the last parade featuring trumpet solo Brad Rutland. Ladies and gentlemen, the Guntersville High School Crimson Guard.
Shane Vandegrift and the Lake Guntersville Real Estate team are proud supporters of the Guntersville City Schools and Wildcat Athletics. They encourage you to get out and support your local sports. If you're thinking of buying or selling a home, the best call you can make is Lake Guntersville Real Estate at 256-582-0112. Visit their informative website, shanev.com. They're your source for real estate in the Lake Guntersville area. They'll support you through the entire process, just like they support the Wildcats.
At Piggly Wiggly, we work hard to deliver the very best to you and your family. We offer only the top quality Black Canyon Angus beef, Swift natural fresh pork, grade A Kegel fresh chicken, smoked, processed, and frozen meat items. One of the most popular promotions at Piggly Wiggly is our Pick 5 meat program. Purchase a single pack of meat and pay our everyday low price, or purchase 5 packages marked with the bright red Pick 5 label for just $19.99. You get the best of both worlds, great quality meats and a super low price. You'll always find low prices throughout Piggly Wiggly.
Established in 1946, Kirkpatrick Concrete has a tradition of top quality products and service. They now have 11 North Alabama locations to meet this area's demand for quality ready-mix concrete. For your next project, your friends at Kirkpatrick Concrete are just down the road. If you're looking for a rental home or apartment in the Guntersville area, call on Bonds Real Estate. Visit bondsrealestate.com to search their extensive list of available properties. The physicians and staff at Lakeside Clinic in Guntersville are proud supporters of our local schools and athletic teams. Lakeside Clinic in Guntersville, proudly physician-owned and operated.
The overall record is correct. Boaz has won 316 games. They've lost 398, and they've tied 22. Drew Knowles is in his 12th season as the head coach here at Boaz, and he is now 68-53. So
winningest coach as far as wins, and the longest tenured coach in Boaz High School of anyone in Boaz High School.
He's won more, he's lost more, he's won more playoff games. He's got the best winning percentage. It's just really remarkable what he's done here.
As he talked about yesterday, one thing they talked about wanting to do is provide stability. So he's had the longevity, and he's provided stability to this program.
Hunter Kennemer's kick to start the second half is going to come down to Tyler Neighbors. He's to the 10-15, looking for room outside to the 20. Goes to the 25, and they'll put him down there where Boaz has it 1st and 10. So it was not a very prolific first half offensively for the Pirates.
Well, really, and it wasn't for the Guntersville Wildcats either. Boaz just had 67 total yards all on the ground. Guntersville with 42 rushing and 65 passing for 107. As we talked about at one time, Daniel hit on 5 of his first 6 passes, but he missed on his last 3. So really, offensively for neither team.
1st and 10. Here's a give to
Landon
Willoughby, who's in there at tailback. His first carry of the season, going to the right. Ran the ball a whole lot last week in the Jamboree.
And ran it hard.
He's going to sprint ahead for about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7. So Tyler Martin is not starting out offensively. They'll give Willoughby an opportunity, as Boaz is in there in that double slot formation. They've been putting a fullback. Brandon Holland has been in the fullback slot when they've gone to this formation. Now they break it up and go trips to the left. And here's Casey Wood, the quarterback, sprinting out wide left. He'll shoot a pass complete to Jonas Bowling. He is up to the 35 and up to about the 38, maybe the 39-yard line. And for Bowling, that is his first career catch.
Yes. And maybe that's be a confidence booster for Casey Wood to complete his first pass right there for 11 yards up to the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 Pirates. Wood has Jansen Hill as the fullback and Landon Willoughby at the tailback. And Neighbors is in there at the wing on the left and Zach Nation wide right. Here is a fake. Now they'll go misdirection with Neighbors running to the right, trying to cut it outside. Sidestepped one man, spins ahead as he crosses the 40 and sprints up to about the 44-yard line. And it looks like Guntersville has a man shaken up away from the tackle. There'll be some cramps there. They're going to put the ball down at the 43. We'll call that a gain of 5 on 1st down. That's a nice gain for Tyler Neighbors as Dustin Mason, the right tackle, comes out of the game. Boaz will get a replacement in for him. It looks like Devin Mason, Kyle Kinney, and Christian Davis and Tyler Stevens are still in there where they started on the offensive line. Let's see who Boaz has in at right tackle now. Andrew Thompson will not return. He is on the sidelines with no shoulder pads on and his own crutches.
And it was an ankle problem. I saw him, had ice on it in the locker room at halftime. Matt Jones, he's back on the field, still got his pads on, but I'm not sure about his status.
Here's motion by Tez Jacobs. They're going to toss it out to Landon Willoughby, trying to get outside. 40, 45, turns a corner, stays in bounds, and is going to be run out just across the midfield stripe. But he has a Boaz first down. Willoughby running to the left. Clayton Daniel coming over to knock Landon Willoughby out of bounds. So Willoughby running the ball well here as we start this third quarter of play. Guntersville leading 7-0.
Another good hard run of 7 yards. And Boaz moving the ball, which they did at times in the first half, but nothing consistent.
All right, Wood under center. They're going to go with a misdirection here. Willoughby following his blocking back, Tyler Neighbors, who was the wing back there, swept to the right, and he's got another 4 or 5 yards. It's Trevor Hampton on the tackle, and I believe Willoughby's slow in getting up. And now he's got to come out of the game, and they'll get Tez Jacobs. They stopped the clock because they thought Willoughby was a little shaken up. But good hard running by Willoughby as he comes out, and now Tez will be the tailback. It looks like Tyler Martin is not going to be running the football on this particular possession as of right now. Slot left. Here's a stretch play to Tez, running to the left, 45, 40, got some room, 35, he's to the 30. He's inside the 30-yard line where he's wrapped up by Matt Gunther, but he's got a Boaz first down to the Guntersville 29, and this is by far, Ricky, Boaz's deepest penetration of the night, up to the 29.
Yeah, good job by the offensive line and the receivers out here blocking, and a good job by Tez of following those blocks and picking his way upfield for 16 yards.
Boaz mixing it up a lot with these different formations. Now Tyler Martin is in the game, and timeout is going to be taken, I believe, by Guntersville. So with 9:29 to play in the third, it is Guntersville 7, Boaz nothing, but the Pirates trying to make a threat here. This is the Boaz Network.
It's quiet now, but in a few hours the stadium will be full. The players will get dressed and prepare themselves for the challenges that lay ahead. Players dedicating themselves to succeeding on the field. Success begins with having a plan, along with the discipline to execute it. Just like the plan that begins with choosing the right financial partner for life. That's People's Independent Bank, where service, solutions, and smart advice are the foundation of our bank. Isn't it time you win? People's Independent Bank. You'll like banking with us.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
With gas prices and inflation at an all-time high, Alexander Ford understands it's tough out there. We do not want to be just some dealership, we want to be your dealership. For all your sales, parts, and service needs, we believe we can save you money. We have new inventory on the way, a fully stocked parts department, and an award-winning service department.
Alexander Ford has been family owned and operated for over 50 years in Boaz. We want to be a part of your family.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company.
Twilight Monument in Boaz is your hometown dealer, and they'll be there for you when you need them, just as they've done for hundreds of families over the past 37 years. You can depend on Jerry and Maxine Battles at Twilight Monument Company.
Just pretty much the Boaz offensive line and receivers is blowing Guntersville off the line. Boaz has gone from their 24 to the Guntersville 29 in just 6 plays. So if nothing else, he's thinking maybe I can stop a little bit of the momentum the Boaz offense has got. That was running with Landon Willoughby and T.J. Neighbors and Tez Jacobs, and now Tyler Martin's back in there.
First and 10 Pirates at the 29. Here's Tyler in motion. They'll give it right up the gut to Martin. He'll run right over number 34, Drew Moore, and carries him with him inside the 20, or close to the 20. That'll be close to a first down. I believe he'll be a yard short, though.
That was a good hard run.
A punishing blow by Martin. He'll be inches away from a first down. Double slots this time for Boaz. Martin the only setback behind Casey Wood. Boaz running the ball well. Here's a toss sweep to Martin going outside. He's to the 20. He's to the 15. He's inside the 15. He's inside the 10 and down to about the 8, maybe the 7, and it'll be a first and goal to go situation for the Boaz Pirates. Looked like number 28, Ernesto Cordova, made the tackle. Brad Hampton, I think, also in on the stop. But it'll be first and goal Pirates here as Martin comes out of the game and Willoughby checks back in. First and goal Boaz. First time we've said that all season.
Yeah.
Here's a give to Tez on the end around. He makes a nice cut inside to the 5 and down to about the 2.
I think that's supposed to went to the outside, but a good job by Tez of realizing there's a hole right there up the middle, and he runs it down to the 2. That's a 6-yard gain, and so far in this second half, Boaz has had 3 running backs that they can run in and out of there and gain some good positive yardage.
Boaz will lift a couple of receivers here as Jacobs and Bowling check out, and Jansen Hill is back in along with the right tackle, Dustin Mason. I formation now, and there's a fumble on the snap. Casey Wood able to cover it. That happened on the first play from scrimmage last week in the Jamboree game against Plainview. First time it's happened tonight, however, and it looks like some guys twisted up down there. And again, Guntersville has a man that is down on the field as their training staff makes their way out there. So Boaz will face third and goal, Ricky, now from the 3 after the fumbled snap, and Tyler Martin is going to check back in along with Jonas Bowling. Coming off the field, favoring an ankle, I believe, is number 32, Hamilton Burden. He's kind of the middle of that defense, and he's having a hard time putting any weight, on his right ankle.
You got a lot of options here. The way the offensive line's been blocking this drive, you can go outside with the stretch or the toss sweep or run it right up the middle. Let's see what Boaz chooses to do. They're in close.
Martin, the setback. They're going to give it to him. He can't find much room. He runs right into the back of one of his linemen, still trying to find yardage. He'll not find the end zone, however. In fact, he may not have gotten anything. They were all over him on this third down play, and now it'll bring up fourth and goal for Boaz.
They're going to mark it right there again at the 3, right there at the extra point where they kick the extra points.
Boaz will go with their heavy set again. Seven minutes to play third quarter, 7-0. Guntersville leads it. Boaz trying to get it in here on fourth down and goal from the 3. Wood under center. Wood is going to leave it with Tyler Martin trying to turn the corner to the 5. He is going to be cut down at the 1, and a flag coming out, Ricky, for a late hit.
All right.
He may have gotten speared right there at the point of the tackle, and I agree with the call.
Guntersville's celebrating, but their coaches are upset. They know what's happened.
Tyler Martin could not get to the end zone, and here's the call from Kenny Vest. If there's a dead ball, personal foul against. They say it happened after the play, and it'll be Guntersville's ball at the 1.
Inside the 1, so they're going to get penalized a half a yard. So, yeah,
So the defense for Boaz will come back out onto the field, and a good job by the Guntersville defense stopping Martin from getting to the end zone. He was stumbling his way forward, but was unable to get there. So it'll be first and 10 Wildcats inside the 1 with 6:45 left here in the third. So it'll be first and 10 Guntersville.
They called it dead balls, so I mean, I don't understand that. Exactly right. I think that's one of those that happens during the play, but
So Boaz has an opportunity here to cut them down and try to get the ball back in good field position.
Now the defense just got to play tough.
That was a 5-minute, 15-second drive for the Boaz Pirates that came up empty, ended right there at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, an impressive drive. I mean, Guntersville, they got the penalty, and there it's right at the goal line, but it's at the 1.
Daniel will go under center for the first time, and this time he'll leave it with a man running fullback. That's Hamilton Burton, who came off the field favoring an ankle earlier, and he'll get nowhere. Boaz had it well defensed. Terrell Woods, Blake Rampy, Caleb Williams, Tyler Laughlin, all converging there.
Well, Guntersville's kind of in the position the way Boaz was on this end of the field in the first half. Is they're just playing safe. Really, that's no game because the ball's still at the 1.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 as the clock continues to move inside, close to the 6-minute mark, I should say. They'll flank one man wide left, but they've got everybody else in tight, including Daniel, who is under center. This time they will leave it with Roderick Fawkes, who is at tailback. He is going forward for about 3 yards, and it looks like another ankle injury for the Wildcats, this time in the person of Sam Cox. Or maybe he's got a cramp. He's trying to get up, but he just can't do it. So the training staffs for both of these teams have been busy tonight. So with 5:47 to play, they are going to call the official timeout for Heat, 7-0 in favor of Guntersville, and they'll have a 3rd down and about 8. When we return, this is the
Hey folks, Tim Witt at Sand Mountain Toyota. Our goal is to be Sand Mountain's pre-owned vehicle destination. We strive to keep vehicles for every budget, and all of our vehicles go through a strict multi-point inspection by our award-winning service department. And don't forget, we're paying top dollar for your vehicle. We want to buy your vehicle. Sand Mountain Toyota, Highway 431 Albertville, or sandmountaintoyota.com.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Foodland, your football tailgating headquarters.
When my dad wanted a new mower, he'd say, "Come on, buddy, let's go see Jim, our local Toro dealer." For service, I'd hear, "Come on, buddy, let's call Jim." So naturally, I got my mower here. Some things never change. Right, buddy? Well, some things. Real people, real support. You can't beat the personal service from your neighborhood Toro dealer. There's a Toro dealer like Jim in your town.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bond's Appliance on Gunter Avenue in Guntersville.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service in Albertville has been the best place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. The Wilkes family takes pride in carrying on a tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose people you can trust. At Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Is facing 3rd down and 8 from the 4-yard line. We'll actually say the spot of the ball is about the 3. Clayton Daniel, Ricky, had not been under center at all until those last 2 snaps. This time, with a little bit of breathing room, he will go back to the shotgun formation with Roderick Fawkes back there with him. 4 wide receivers. Here's Clayton. He is running left, looking to throw. He is going to pass the ball down the field and overthrows his intended receiver, Hunter Kinnemer. Defending down there was Jonas Boulding, and heavy pressure from the backside, I think, from Kevin Childry.
Yeah, he hit him right as he threw the ball. So.
Clayton's a little bit wobbly getting up. So that'll bring up 4th down for the Wildcats, and Boaz just did just what they needed to do.
They did what they got to do. They should get good field position out of this.
Now, one of the One of the things Coach Knowles has been really concerned about in the preseason is fielding punts.
Well,
we got Tez Jacobs back there to catch this one in single safety. And Hunter Kinnemer is going to be deep in his own end zone to kick this one away. Just got to secure the ball. At the 40-yard line is where Tez is standing.
And there's a penalty flag on the field.
Came from the referee. There must be some illegal participation, or
I think there's 12. I think there's 12 players on the field.
So that'll back them up a little bit. It is a participation call, and they're going to get somebody off of the field. Looks like Clayton Daniels going to say, let me take a little rest. He plays every snap.
They're trying to get all the protection in there they could get.
Yeah. All right, so Kinnemer will back up a little bit further. He was about 8 yards shy. Now he'll be basically on the baseline of the end zone to kick this one away to Jacobs. Good snap. And it is off the side of his foot, and it is going to go out of bounds.
After about 30.
And they'll come back. Yeah, they're going to come back.
About 25, looks like.
And it'll be 1st and 10. And Boaz will indeed get good field position. This is the first time Boaz has had a short field to start a drive. 5:24 left in the third, trailing 7-0. Boaz really needing to cash in, try to tie this game.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't have far to go. You know, the last time they moved the ball well and just got down there inside the 5 and bogged down.
Tyler Martin's at tailback behind Wood and Hill, slots to the right. Ball on the near side of hash, Boaz moving from right to left. Audible from the sidelines from Coach Knowles. Here's Woody. He's going to leave it with Martin. Martin running up the middle, runs over a man, as he's done so often tonight, and pushes his way forward close to the 20-yard line. I believe number 28, Cordova, the man who made the stop for Guntersville. And the ball's nose end at the 20, so we'll give him a gain of 5 yards. Martin favoring a left leg is coming out, and Landon Willoughby checks back in, who's done some hard running here in this third quarter. Slot is to the left this time, which is the short side of the field. I believe you're right, Troy. It is a cramp for Martin. Here is Willoughby off the left side. Big hit, but he stayed on his feet, and he gets up to about the 14-yard line, and that is a Boaz first down where he was corralled by number 50, Jordan Pennell. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 14 for Boaz. Willoughby just finding the backside of Jansen Hill and going right behind him. And he'll do it again, this time going forward. This time he'll cut it outside and stays on his feet as he tries to reverse field. And they'll lose yardage. They were trying to strip the ball from him as he was running.
Well,
Cordova making the tackle.
Forward progress, they're only going to mark him back to the 17, so not as big a loss as it looked like. 2nd and 13, loss of 3 on the play.
Boaz will lift the fullback this time and go with those double slots as Tez Jacobs and Jonas Bowling are back in the game for Boaz. 2nd down and about 13. As Boaz goes to the armbands to find the play. 6 seconds on the play clock, and timeout called by Boaz with 3:30 to go.
Flag down over here.
Let's see what they call before we go to break here. Timeout Boaz. 3.5 minutes to play, no flag. 7-0. Guntersville still leads this one. This is the
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with peoples, their goal
is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Come experience Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater. We're a 130-acre park filled with adventure. From our indoor aquatic center and RV park, tennis courts, and our state-of-the-art fitness center and amphitheater. We offer youth and adult sports leagues for all ages at our first-class facilities. Whether it's baseball, basketball, group exercise classes, playgrounds, or your favorite band in concert, Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater has something for everyone. Join our effort to improve the health of our community and win the day at Sand Mountain Park.
Visit Boaz Discount Drugs and Johnson Hallmark in their new location just up the street on the corner of Highway 168 and Elizabeth Street in Boaz. Same helpful, friendly service with personal attention to each prescription. Boaz Discount Drugs is your prescription compounding specialist with custom medications to fit your needs. And Johnson's Hallmark is your source for all occasion cards and gift items. Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of our community and our local schools, academics, and athletics. Best of luck to all our local teams throughout the season. Our mission at Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is to provide the most reliable electrical service at the lowest possible rate. We strive to achieve our mission with quality and reliable service and a commitment to our consumer needs. We want to be a beacon in each community that we serve.
As they are into Guntersville territory down at the 16-yard line. Christian Davis, the center. Big Red, they call him. Is up over the ball. Casey Wood awaiting the signal for the ball to be put in play. Boaz using their first timeout of the second half. Each team has 2 remaining. Boaz breaks up the double slots. They'll go trips right. Here is a sweep by Wood, looking to throw across his body. He has it to his man Nation, and Nation fights ahead, and I believe he has a Boaz first down as Wood threw it to his right, and Nation made a nice catch, took it downfield, and first down Boaz.
Zach caught 4 passes last year from the tight end position. That was first catch this year, and a good running after the catch.
First and goal at the 4, Ricky.
13-yard pickup and good throw by Casey Wood that time. We said he'd gotten a little bit of confidence.
Willoughby's the only man in the backfield behind Wood. They've got double slots, a double wing set. Here is a toss out to Willoughby going to the left. Got some room out there. He's to the 5, tries to cut it in on his feet to the 3-yard line. I don't know why he tried to cut that one in. He had a lot of room to the corner. And they will lift Willoughby and get Martin back in there for this second and goal at the 3. We'll give him a yard on the play.
That one, you're right. The play, if he goes to the pylon, he's in. But maybe, I guess, just a little bit of inexperience. Next time he'll know.
All right. Woody getting the audible. By the way, Landon Willoughby, 5'9", 150-pound sophomore. Here's Tyler Martin back in there in place of him, though. There's a fake. Tyler Neighbors gets the call, running to the right. Got a man blocking for him out front. He cuts it in. He's in! Touchdown, Boaz! Tyler Neighbors takes it on the sweep to the right. He had a man pulling out in front of him, Kyle Kenny, and he got him in on the right side. And Boaz is within 1 at 7-6 with 2:31 to play here in the third quarter. And now a point after attempt by Leo Aragon, the freshman, his first ever. Holding is Quentin Scott, the long snapper on this extra point. There's the kick. It's no good. So with 2:31 to play, it is 7-6. Guntersville still has the lead, but Boaz has all the momentum. Let's see what happens after this kickoff. This is the Boaz Network.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with peoples, their goal
is your success?
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Come experience Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater. We're a 130-acre park filled with adventure. From our indoor aquatic center and RV park, tennis courts, and our state-of-the-art fitness center and amphitheater, we offer youth and adult sports leagues for all ages at our first-class facilities. Whether it's baseball, basketball, group exercise classes, playgrounds, or your favorite band in concert, Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater has something for everyone. Join our effort to improve the health of our community and win the day at Sand Mountain Park.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company. Marshall County Gas is a proud supporter of this Community Channel broadcast. Remember, gas does it better naturally. The physicians and staff at Lakeside Clinic in Guntersville are proud supporters of our local schools and athletic teams. Lakeside Clinic in Guntersville, proudly physician-owned and operated.
Boaz scoring their first points of the 2011 season on a 3-yard run by Tyler Neighbors. And now it's time for the kickoff by Edgar Martinez as Boaz missed the extra point. That's why they trail 7-6. There's the kick by Edgar, and it's going to come down to Will Looney. Looney looking for some room, and Boaz does a good job stopping him short of the 40-yard line up to about the 38. I believe Zach Nation, the man who made the tackle for the Pirates. We'll call it the 38, Ricky, where they're spotting it here. 1st and 10 for Guntersville. Now, Boaz defense was good on the first series of the second half. Well, they've been good all night.
Right, they have. They've been put in some tough positions. They were good on that first series of the second half, but Guntersville was kind of playing it close to the vest.
Yeah.
Let's see what Guntersville comes out and does now. Pretty much Boaz is contained them. Rod Fox just got 34 yards on 12 carries, but he's
movement all over the field, and finally a flag is thrown. About half of the Guntersville team took off before the snap as the smoke from the distant cannon floats over the field. It's going to be a false start against Guntersville.
That is the 7th penalty on the night against the Wildcats for 37 yards. Boaz has only been flagged 3 times.
So that'll back Guntersville up into a little bit of a hole. 1st and 15. Clayton Daniel in the shotgun. 2 tight ends in the game. Both ends split away. Falks in the backfield with Daniel. 1st and 15. Here is a fake. Daniel looking to roll out and throw. Man had the ball tip off his hands, incomplete.
That is actually McAnally that threw that is in there at quarterback.
Daniel came off the field on that punt earlier, and I didn't notice if he was in defensively on the last possession. But McAnally is quarterbacking, and that pass was intended for for Matt Gunther, and it was incomplete.
Yeah.
2nd down and 15 after the incomplete pass. McAnally in the shotgun. He is going to leave it with Falks running right. Turns it downfield. 40. And butted down at the 44-yard line. Holland and Wood converge to make the tackle on Falks. He's got a gain of about 9, and it'll be second down. We'll call it a 10-yard gain. It'll be second down and 5. Ball midway between the 43 and 44-yard lines, facing third down. Excuse me. So we'll check on Clayton Daniel.
And it may just be a case with the offense kind of being ineffective. They decided to get, well, Daniel's back in there now. McAnally's out here to the near side.
He is indeed. He may have just needed a little bit of a breather. Falks running left on the handoff, tries to turn it outside. He will not find it, I don't think.
No,
yeah, they stop it up.
He's going to be about a yard short.
Well, Tyler Neighbors got over there to turn him back inside, and then he was finished off by Terrell Woods and Jansen Hill. So it'll be 4th and 1. And let's see, Coach Lance Reese has a decision to make here, I would think, on this 4th down play. And it looks like their decision's already made. They're going for it. Boaz putting nobody back, thinking that they will not punt. Bunch set to the left. Daniel backs up into the gun, and they spread it out. Both ends will split away now on this 4th and 1. Clayton Daniel trying to get Boaz to move off sides. They have not done so yet. Play clock at 5. Let's see if they run a play. They will not, and Guntersville will call a timeout, their second of the second half.
And that could come into play late in the game. That's 2 timeouts they've had to waste.
7-6, the Guntersville Wildcats lead this one.
With your Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet, your busy life just got a lot less complicated. The Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet is compatible with Apple, Google, and Samsung Pay, and it's available right now on your mobile device. Citizens Bank and Trust. Small bank, big difference.
Steve and Marilyn Murphy invite you to visit Harrelson Drugs. In addition to being your trusted healthcare resource, Harrelson carries a great selection of gifts and collectibles. You'll find aisles of the most popular names and brands suitable for any occasion. They're also your source for customized invitations and printing. You'll always find an all-occasion card to say exactly what you feel. Harrelson's also carries convenience groceries from the shelf and from the cooler. Harrelson Drugs on the corner of Obrig and Patterson in Guntersville.
RE/MAX Guntersville is a proud supporter of the Guntersville City Schools academics and athletics. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the year. For all your real estate needs, call on the local professional staff at RE/MAX Guntersville, 256-582-5585. As loyal fans for over 6 decades, this team of former Wildcats is proud to support Guntersville City Schools academics and athletics. Beard and Beard Attorneys at Law would like to wish our local schools the best of luck and encourage their fans to attend the games and cheer them on.
Hi, this is Paul Harris with State Farm in Guntersville, your local State Farm agent. I am a proud Guntersville alumni and Wildcat athletic supporter. Please give us a call at 256-582-3250 or come by and see us at 1246 Gunter Avenue across from the gas border for all your insurance needs. We are here to help life go right. Best of luck and go Wildcats.
First Baptist Church of Guntersville is another proud supporter of Guntersville High School. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the seasons.
1:17 to play on the game clock. Guntersville 7, Boaz 6. You can listen to us on AM 1300 WBSA, Boaz, Alabama. Or you can catch us live on the internet, boazk12.org.
Let's see what
this game will replay Saturday on Horizon Communications. Several times.
Looks like they're still going to go for it. I don't think Fox is in there. Looks like number 3, Trevor Hampton, is back there in the backfield with Daniel.
5'10", 175-pound sophomore. 4th down and 1 from their own 48. Low snap. Daniel trying to go ahead.
I don't think he got it.
It's going to depend on the spot.
He did not get it.
And it was a great play, I believe, by Holland and Laughlin. Jacobs.
No, they didn't. The spot is at the 48, and he had to get to between the 48 and 49.
They're not even going to measure. Boaz holds and again will have the ball in Guntersville territory at the 48, 1st and 10. 1:10 to play in the third.
Yeah,
Boaz,
that low snap messed them up.
Boaz trailing by 1 here. And let's see, Ricky, these Boaz offensive linemen have only been playing one way all night long. Let's see if that has a factor as we go down the stretch. Woody will put Neighbors in motion. They're going to leave it with Tyler Neighbors. He's looking to get outside, going to the right. He's got some yardage as he crosses the 45 and sprints up to about the 44-yard line. Trevor Hampton on the tackle for the Wildcats. Call that a gain of about 3 yards. 2nd and 7. And Boaz looks a little indecisive offensively. Now they're ready to go.
They've mixed it up a little bit more in this second half. More running backs and more of the kind of the sweeps, I guess you could say, thrown in a couple of passes.
Here's Woody. Fumble on the snap, and it's loose. And I think a Boaz player got back on it. 3rd down, and we'll say 7 yards to go.
And that'll be the last play of the third quarter.
Boaz will have an opportunity to talk over this 3rd down conversion attempt. Waning seconds of the third, Guntersville clinging to a 1-point lead as we go to quarter number 4. Expectations of excellence every day for everyone. E4, that's the Boaz Pirate motto. This is the Boaz Network.
I knew at a very early age I wanted to be a pharmacist. I started working in a drugstore dipping ice cream at 15 years old.
Buddy is not only my mentor and my boss, he's also my uncle. It's a small town and we live in a great community. They're not only patients to us, they're friends.
He and his staff go above and beyond in treating you as a person, not as a prescription number.
Everyone loves Buddy Bunch. Everyone in this community loves and appreciates it.
Buddy's in Montgomery when we're having our legislative session days, when we have committee meetings. He's always there. He's educating us on what it truly means to the independent pharmacist.
Health Mart's been a part of my business about as long as Health Mart has existed, and it feels like you have someone to kind of lean on, almost like you have a home office you can call if you have a problem.
The big guys, your son or your daughter wake up sick in the middle of the night, they're not going to come and open their doors. Buddy Bunch does that for people. He does that.
You wake up in the morning and you know you're going to the pharmacy and you know you're going to be there about 10 hours. You better like it, and I really do. I wouldn't do anything else.
Congratulations to Buddy Bunch and his staff at Bunch Pharmacy as they were honored as the 2022 Health Mart National Pharmacy of the Year.
First Baptist Church of Guntersville is another proud supporter of Guntersville High School. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the seasons.
3rd down and 7 for Boaz at the Guntersville Wildcat 45. They got to get to the 38 to convert here on this 3rd down. Tyler Martin's back in, and Brandon Hollins lined up in front of him. Here is a fake. Casey Wood looking to throw, looking for Holland. He has it, the fullback to the 35, and knocked out of bounds close to the 35, and he has it. That was a beautiful touch by Wood.
That was, and he had Holland and he had Nation out there. 9-yard gain.
So 1st and 10 for Boaz as they move the chains on 3rd down. Nation and Neighbors will go wide left. Holland and Martin lining up behind Woody. Tyler Martin will get the call, looking to go straight ahead. Guntersville has it well defensed. First man there was number 58, Andrew Norwood, the center by trade, but in there defensively with a number of Guntersville players suffering some injuries tonight.
One-yard gain.
2nd and 9. Wood, tall sweep. No, he'll fake and leave it with Neighbors. Good job by Hunter Kennemer to stay home. Neighbors not finding a lot of room that time as the formation went left. 2 or 3 people pulled right. He gets up to the 33. It's a gain of another yard, maybe a yard and a half, and we'll say 3rd and 7 for Boaz. A long 7. Got to convert on 3rd down yet again on this drive. 4 down territory for Boaz, I would think, anywhere.
Yes.
And there is a fumble on the snap. I don't know exactly what's happening. I don't know if Wood is coming out of there too quickly or what, but that's about the 3rd or 4th time it's happened here in the second half.
It's the 3rd time that it's happened that they've gotten it back. And pretty much you're looking at a 3rd down, 3rd and 7, so you wasted down right there. Now you're 4th and 7, and you just about have to go for it right here.
You do, and they are.
I mean, if you punt, you're going to have to pooch it to try to pin Guntersville deep.
So 4th down and 7 for Boaz at the 33 of Guntersville. Here's Wood sprinting out to the left. The left-hander looking. Shoots a pass that is caught by Nation down at the 20.
Great catch.
What a catch by Zach Nation.
And an equally great throw to thread it in there. I didn't think he could get it in.
1st and 10 for the Pirates. Wow. And
At the
Nick
20.
McAnally, Ricky, is hurt for Guntersville. He is walking off the field gingerly. Dustin Mason, Brandon Holland check out. Jonas Bowling, Tez Jacobs check in. No tight end for Boaz as they go with a single setback, Tyler Martin. Double slots here. Here's Neighbors in motion. They're going to toss it out to Tyler Martin running to the right. Takes it downfield. 20 to 15. He is to the 10. Still on his feet as he's churning ahead. He's all the way down to the 8-yard line. He has another Boaz 1st down. It is 1st and goal to go for the Pirates. He was one tick, Troy, from taking it to the house. Jordan Jarvis, the only one who could stop Tyler Martin from getting it into the end zone there. 1st and goal, Pirates. Trying to take the lead in this game for the first time. Here's a toss to the left. Martin cuts it inside to the 10. He'll go and hit hard down at about the 6. Troy says he lost his helmet. Excuse me, a Guntersville player lost their helmet.
We're down about a 2-yard gain, down to the 6, we'll say.
2nd and goal as
And
head manager Connor Davis hustles off.
Tyler Martin has crossed the century mark. He's up to 106 yards on 22 carries, so workhorse tonight,
Absolutely.
as we talked about.
8.5 minutes to play here in the 4th period. Boaz trying to take the lead on this 2nd down and goal from the 6. Flag is coming out as Boaz is going to be hit for legal motion. The pass is caught for a touchdown, but that will be nullified because Boaz had 2 men in motion at the same time.
You had 2 men going in motion at the same time.
It's an illegal shift against the Pirates, so that'll cost them the touchdown. And Ricky Guntersville has a man shaken up with cramps in the end zone, whoever was defending Zach Nation, who the pass was caught by. So touchdown nullified there.
Well, we talked about early in the game Casey Wood just being a little erratic, but we talked about him getting his confidence back. He's completed 4 passes in a row, 5 if you count that one that was nullified, but he's completed 4 in a row. Let's see if they may keep it in the air here. You know, with all the Lance Reese is coming out on the field talking to.
Well, I think he was going to see if he could go out and attend to his injured player who had some cramps.
Yeah, but with all the players that Guntersville had come off, pretty much we think most of them are cramps. You know they've got to be running a little thin in the secondary.
Yep.
and see if we can't maybe still punch it in. It's second down and goal at the 11.
Extremely hot and muggy night. A lot of people with homemade fans out here using the program.
Yeah,
they bought a program to use as a fan.
Practically no breeze at all.
8:24 to play in regulation time. 7-6. Guntersville leads it. Boaz now facing second and goal back to the 10 or 11. Woody. I formation lining up behind him. Neighbors in motion. Here's Wood taking the snap. He will fake to Martin. Looking to throw. Shoots a pass that is batted down. Nice play there by Trevor Hampton, the outside linebacker. He was trying to get it on the right flank, I think, to Nation.
Yeah.
But it fell incomplete after Hampton broke it up. So that'll put Boaz in a third down and goal. They've already converted on third down a number of times on this drive.
Well, it's 4 down territory here.
Absolutely. All right, Hill and Martin in the eye. On this third down play by Boaz. Here's Woody. He's going to fake. They're going to leave it on the end around with Neighbors. Looking to get outside. Turns it into the 10, to the 5. He's on in there. Touchdown, Boaz! Tyler Neighbors on the end around. His second touchdown of the night. And he'll get it in on the right side. And Boaz has taken the lead with 8:12 to play in the fourth quarter. A 2-point conversion, no doubt, will be coming up here for the Pirates to try to make this a 7-point advantage. They lead it 12-7.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't try that same play, because that's been
Worked
successful.
well. Neighbors.
Tyler's got 29 yards on 6 carries.
And 2 scores. They're going to fake. Woody's going to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Hill. He's got it for the 2 points. It is a 2-point conversion. Jensen Hill out of the backfield puts his mitts around it, and the Pirates are up 14-7 on the Guntersville Wildcats with 8:12 to play here in the fourth quarter. We'll be back with a kickoff. This is the Boaz Network.
Family-owned and operated Discount Building Supply in Warrenton is a whole lot more than building supplies and hardware. Stop by and browse their 130,000 square foot home center. You'll find popular smoker grills with supplies and seasonings, family outing and tailgate supplies, Yeti coolers, outdoor and hunting apparel, landscape management supplies, boathouse products, and everything to beautify your outdoor living space. Discount Building Supply and Home Center. 3 generations of the Walker family proudly serving your family. Looking for a lawn care service to add a fresh look to your home or business? Shelton Lawn Service can take your property to the next level with an emphasis on quality and affordability. Whether you're looking to maintain your current yard or ready to refresh your design, the Shelton Lawn Service professionals can handle the job. They love to help clients create the landscape of their dreams and rediscover the beauty of being outdoors. For a free estimate, give Brandon Shelton a call today at 256-293-8816. As the Electric Board of Guntersville, we want you to know that we are your partner in the community, providing reliable electricity and exceptional customer service. We're committed to helping our community succeed as it continues to grow. The Electric Board of Guntersville strives for excellence and takes pride in everything we do. No street light is too small or substation too big for us not to do the job well. And we hope our commitment, character, and integrity shine through every time you meet us as we empower our community to be the best it can be.
Shelton Body Shop, Highway 79 South in Guntersville is the place to go when you need auto body repair of any type. Jeff Shelton will be happy to give you a free estimate. And remember, it's not your insurance company's decision. You have a choice about which body shop you'd like to use for your repair work. Shelton Body Shop is on Highway 79 South. Call 256-582-8869. Shelton Body Shop, serving North Alabama's auto repair and refinishing needs for 51 years. A business built on faith and Christian values.
Led in this game for almost 40 minutes. But with 8:12 to play, they now have a 14-7 lead over Guntersville.
Well, Boaz in the second half, we talk about the defense. The Guntersville now has 55 yards rushing. That's only 13 yards rushing, no passing. So basically the defense in almost a quarter and a half has held the Guntersville offense to just 13 yards. But time of possession's big on that. I don't keep that. But Guntersville has only ran, in this second half, Guntersville has only ran 7 offensive plays.
Here's a kickoff by Edgar Martinez. It is very short. It'll come down to the up man. I believe, once again, that is number 32, Burden, and he will just cover it. And the Wildcat, he is really, really hurting, Burden.
Well,
and it'll be at the 33-yard line for the Wildcats. They'll have it 1st and 10 to try to do something, tie this game.
Knock on wood, but you've not – I think a lot of Guntersville's problems has been cramps, a lot of them.
Yeah.
Boaz has had a couple of injuries, but I don't think none of them has been cramps, except maybe Tyler Martin one time. But Guntersville, it's almost every 2 or 3 plays somebody's coming off with cramps.
Ricky Boaz, defense has only been out there for, as you said, 7 or 8 plays,
right.
So they should be fresh. All right, here's the quarterback. Daniel fumble on the snap. Ball is still loose, and Boaz has it. It's Tyler Laughlin who got it. Roderick Fultz and Clayton Daniel thought that one of the two were going to pick it up, and they left it laying on the ground. And Tyler Laughlin recovers, and Boaz has it at the Guntersville 28-yard line.
It looked like Fultz and Daniels is one of them. I got it, you take it, you know. Big break right there. Boaz has got the ball on their own, we'll say the 27-yard line.
Give credit to Tyler Laughlin for not giving up on that and jumping in there on the football when it was just lying there ready for the taking. All right. Conversely, the Guntersville defense has been out on the field a tremendously long time in this second half. They got to be tired. All right, here's Woody. I formation. Casey is going to leave it on the stretch to Willoughby. First time we've seen him in a while as he takes it inside the 30 and gets back to the line of scrimmage and maybe another yard, and that's it. Another injury down there for the Wildcats. Trevor Hampton making the stop, but it looks like one of their linemen, number 79, Victor Olvera, who is playing both ways, is in a lot of pain. Boaz may be wearing them down here, but let's see what happens on this 2nd down and 9 for the Pirates. Double slots. Woody is going to leave it with Landon up the middle. Willoughby trying to secure the ball. They were trying to strip it from him, Ricky. And inside the 25 he'll go, and down to about the 21. A nice little gain for Landon Willoughby of about 5, maybe 6 yards.
Yeah, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and about 3.
Ball nose in at the 20-yard line, we'll say. So 3rd down and 3, as Ricky told you. Clock moving with 7 minutes to play. The clock now on the side of the Boaz Pirates, if they can use it, move these chains, put Guntersville in a bad situation. Casey Wood letting the play clock run all the way down as far as he can. And there's a fumble on the snap. It is loose, but I think the tailback, Martin, able to get back on it for the Pirates, and that'll bring up 4th and 3. So, or actually 4th and 5. They're going to lose a couple of yards there.
That's the 6th fumble. They've lost 2 of them, but that's the 4th. Just that tight right there.
All of these in the second half.
Yeah, all in the second half, exactly.
Their first 2 fumbles for Boaz that they lost were on the first 3 possessions. And here are the Pirates trying to convert now on 4th down and 5. Double slots. Martin the only setback. As now Tyler Neighbors and Zach Nation will go out wide right with Tez Jacobs to form trips to the right. Woody rolling out, looking to throw. Now he'll take it and run. He is really hit hard on the sideline. He might have gotten to the line of scrimmage maybe a yard or 2 more, but he did not get the first down. So Drew Moore, big hit on Casey Wood, and Guntersville will take over on downs with the opportunity to tie this game up from their own 21-yard line. 5:53 to play. We're in the official heat timeout. Boaz leading it 14-7. This is the Boaz Network. Game, Ricky, the second half of the 4th quarter. 5:53 remaining. Boaz with a 14-7 lead. Guntersville taking back over offensively at their own 21-yard line. They'll have to go 79 yards if they're going to try to tie this game.
This is one more time. Defense needs a big stop.
Clayton Daniel in the backfield at quarterback. Roderick Fultz back there with him.
Well, they've had problems with low snaps. just as Boaz has had problems with the fumble snaps, they've had problems with the low ones.
Both ends split away. Here's the snap by Daniel. He is looking to throw. He will fake. Now he is going to try to air it out deep. Behind the defense is McAnally, and he has it down along the Boaz 40, maybe the 38. He was double covered, and a beautiful throw by Clayton Daniel right over the shoulder. McAnally caught
right
it.
to him, yes.
And Wood was down there along with Jacobs, I believe. But McAnally just able to get the least bit of a step, and they've got it all the way down to the Boaz 38 all of a sudden. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats, 5:38 to play here in regulation time.
41 yards.
Here's Daniel. He is going to leave it with Falks running to the left. Roderick trying to get outside. He's to the 35-30. They knock him down from behind. He's going to be close to a Wildcat first down. Zach Nation and Caleb Williams over here pursuing to make the tackle on Falks. And they'll mark it at the 29, so that's a 9-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd and 1 for Guntersville. Falks, that's about as loose as we've seen him get tonight,
yeah.
Ricky. He's had a 15-yard gain earlier in the first quarter, but since then Boaz has done a nice job of stopping him.
That's his longest gain, the 15-yard gain early in the game.
2nd down and 1. And now, stoppage in play. And Coach Knowles is alerting the line judge something over here on the sideline. And he'll go in and talk to the referee, Kenny Vest. Don't know exactly what the deal is here. Want to remind you that we will be hosting Madison County here next Friday night in our first region game of the year. Madison County is a little bit of a mystery to us. We don't really know what they're going to be coming out here. We know they've got a little experience back, but they did also lost a good number of seniors. So both of those teams, Boaz and Madison County, will be looking to get a jump start in the region race.
They always have a very athletic team.
Don't know what all this is about. 2nd down and 1 for Guntersville at the 29. Clayton Daniel in the gun. He'll take the snap, leave it with Falks. Falks going to the right, left. He got a lot of room, 30, 25, 20. He to the 15, 10, to the 5. He's gone. Touchdown, Rod Falks. Guntersville takes it within 1, and that read play, Ricky, that Boaz is defending well all night long, they finally cashed it in. 29-yard scamper by Falks. And so the point after attempt to tie the game by Kennemer with 5 minutes to go. It's the first time he's gotten loose tonight.
Yeah, and that was, and he showed his speed there.
All right, Kennemer's kick. He's already 1 for 1 tonight. This one is up, and it is good. So we are tied once again. Well, this is the first time we've been tied.
Yeah.
5 minutes to go in this one. Let's see if Boaz can come back and win this game. This is the Boaz.
Hey folks, Tim Witt at Sand Mountain Toyota. Our goal is to be Sand Mountain's pre-owned vehicle destination. We strive to keep vehicles for every budget, and all of our vehicles go through a strict multi-point inspection by our award-winning service department. And don't forget, we're paying top dollar for your vehicle. We want to buy your vehicle. Sand Mountain Toyota, Highway 431 Albertville, or sandmountaintoyota.com.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh. Quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Foodland, your football tailgating headquarters.
When my dad wanted a new mower, he'd say, "Come on, buddy, let's go see Jim, our local Toro dealer." For service, I'd hear, "Come on, buddy, let's call Jim." So naturally, I got my mower here. Some things never change. Right, buddy? Well, some things. Real people, real support. You can't beat the personal service from your neighborhood Toro dealer. There's a Toro dealer like Jim in your town.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bonds Appliance on Gunter Avenue in Guntersville.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire & Battery Service in Albertville has been the best place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. The Wilkes family takes pride in carrying on a tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose people you can trust. At Wilkes Tire & Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
9 yards in 3 plays. The big play, the 29-yard touchdown run by Rod Fox, but the big play on 1st and 10, the 41-yard pass from Daniel to McAnally. And then Fox does it the last 2 plays, and we're tied at 14-14 with exactly 5 minutes to go in this opening ball game.
Here's the kick from Kennemer. It's going to come down to Tyler Neighbors and go into the end zone. That's an automatic touchback in high school. So Boaz will go from the 20, and they'll have to go 80 yards themselves if they're going to win this game.
Well, they have proved that they can do it. Just some quick stats in between. Before Guntersville scored that touchdown, Boaz, after just 67 yards total in the first half, has come out, and Casey Wood has 46 yards passing. Boaz with 137 on the ground. So a lot more consistency in this second half.
All right, Boaz breaks the huddle, 1st and 10 from the 20. And here's a toss sweep to Tyler Martin. He meets a man head on. It's Pinnell. But he'll get 5 yards on 1st down. Don't forget, at the conclusion of the game, Ricky and I will be selecting the Captain D's Player of the Week, sponsored by Captain D's. We appreciate Mike and his staff over at Captain D's for furnishing these meals to the players that win these awards week after week. 2nd down and 5 for the Pirates. Toss sweep left to Martin. Needs a block. Didn't get it. He'll still go forward for 4 yards, but he'll be a yard shy of the 1st. Boaz, 4 minutes left here in regulation. Trevor Hampton on the tackle for Guntersville. And here are the Pirates on 3rd down and less than a yard.
This is a classic setup for Boaz. Less than 4 minutes to go, and you can run the ball if you can run it consistently, and you get down where you can score a touchdown and not like give Guntersville any time.
Fumble to snap.
You gotta be kidding me. And Guntersville got it, number 32.
Has recovered. The fumbled snaps have come back to bite Boaz big time here, as Guntersville will have it deep in Boaz territory at the 29-yard line, 1st and 10. That is the 5th or 6th time.
That's the 3rd lost fumble, but that's the 5th time in that scenario.
Happened.
That's the 5th time that play has happened. So you know something that will be worked on in practice next week.
First and 10. I think I know what I'd do if I was Guntersville.
Yeah.
Boaz simply has got to contain here. They will. Daniel will keep it on the read play. Tripped up by Josh Kerr. Inside the 25, he'll go to the 24, and that'll be a gain of 5 yards on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and 5. Now they can milk the clock. And they've got a field goal kicker, Ricky, that has a good leg. And they're, at this point, 26 and 17, 43. They attempted one from this position that was short
well,
to close out the first half.
3 minutes and 1 timeout left.
So 2nd down and 5. 2:50 to go. Daniel takes the snap. He will keep again, this time running left. A great play by Terrell Woods, who was lying on the ground. Got his hand up and was able to knock down Daniel for a loss.
Back to the 20. We'll say a loss of a yard, almost at a yard and a half.
So it's 3rd down and about 7. A long 6, short 7. 2:20 to play. Boaz has got to force a field goal attempt.
Yeah,
here.
this is a big 3rd down play right here. Because if you're Guntersville, you know, are you going to try a field goal, or just depends on the situation? Watch the pass.
All right, Daniel has 1 man wide left, 1 to the right, 2 tight ends. Daniel's going to fake to false. He wants to run it himself. He fumbled the football. Boaz has it. I believe Woody got it.
Yeah.
He fumbled, and Boaz, unbelievably, has come up with a turnover at the 17-yard line, 1:54 to play. I can't believe it.
Casey Wood, after all those bad snaps, that's his 3rd fumble recovery of the night.
And he has a pick.
Yes.
Talk about being in on all the turnovers.
He's been in on some bad ones and good ones, huh?
Yeah. All right, here are the Pirates. 1st and 10 from the 17. Got to hold on to it right here. New life for Boaz. Here's Martin looking to pick his way forward. Don't find a lot of room. Boaz still with 2 timeouts left. 1:45 to play. Ball up to the 23. That's going to be a gain of about 4 yards, or more than that, actually.
5.
Call it a gain of 6.
6.
It'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Pirates. 1.5 minutes. Do you think they put it in the air here, Ricky?
Well, yeah, I was going to say, not yet. Something's going to have to be done after this play right here if you don't get the 1st down.
Here's a give to Martin. They're trying to strip it. Tyler will have none of that. He does cross the 25, and it's going to be 3rd down and a couple for Boaz, approaching the 1 minute mark here. We've been treated to a dandy here as the opening game of 2011. I was telling a lot of people before the game that it would be a close game.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Boaz may be just playing for overtime here.
Trying to secure the ball. 3rd down and about a yard and a half. Guntersville still has a timeout left if Boaz somehow doesn't get it. And Boaz jumps prematurely over on the left side, and that's going to cost the Pirates 5 yards. That puts Boaz in a tough situation now, though, Ricky, because they've got to run a 3rd and 6.
Well, if they start the clock at 36 seconds, play clock is 25, you're going to have 11 seconds, you know.
But Guntersville has a timeout.
Well, yeah. Do they call the timeout right now? Well, I don't guess it would really matter when you call the timeout.
They will probably wait till after this play. Let's see if Boaz is able to somehow get a 1st down. If Boaz gets a 1st down, they'll probably take a knee.
They're calling it now.
All right, Guntersville will call timeout with 19 seconds left, and Boaz facing 3rd and 6. So I don't think it's going to matter. Boaz will be able, if they can hold on to the ball, they should be able to run out the clock in 2 plays.
Well, yeah, because if they try a running play and don't get the 1st down, then Guntersville is not going to. The clock is going to run out. So Guntersville, you know, if I'm Boaz, if you can get the snap, just take a knee. You know, yeah.
We'll keep it right here as Boaz, with 2 timeouts left, Guntersville has just used their last.
Guntersville has a player during the timeout over there down on the ground being stretched out with cramps. So.
I'm looking back, Ricky, in the record book here, and if these two teams go to overtime, it would be the first time ever.
Well,
And these teams started playing in 1938, although overtime was not instituted till many, many years later.
You like your chances, I mean, with Tyler Martin and the running backs inside of 10, but you got Guntersville with Rod Fox and, Clayton Daniels with their running inside the 10.
3rd down and 6 for Boaz. They're back out there.
And
it looks like they're in the formation to just down the football here and run out the clock. Guntersville cannot stop it. 19 seconds left in regulation time. And it's going to be a late school night for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Wood takes a knee, and that will be the final play of regulation. We are tied at 14. A couple of heavyweights slugging it out here tonight, Ricky.
Well,
they got bruises on their face.
Boaz played a lot better.
They got sweat coming off their brow.
Boaz played a lot more consistent half in that second half. Now you're looking at going 10 yards in.
They're coming off the sidelines to get sponged down. We'll be back with the overtime period.
It's quiet now, but in a few hours the stadium will be full. The players will get dressed and prepare themselves for the challenges that lay ahead. Players dedicating themselves to succeeding on the field. Success begins with having a plan, along with the discipline to execute it. Just like the plan that begins with choosing the right financial partner for life. That's People's Independent Bank, where service, solutions, and smart advice are the foundation of our bank. Isn't it time you win? People's Independent Bank. You'll like banking with us.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
With gas prices and inflation at an all-time high, Alexander Ford understands it's tough out there. We do not want to be just some dealership, we want to be your dealership. For all your sales, parts, and service needs, we believe we can save you money. We have new inventory on the way, a fully stocked parts department, and an award-winning service department.
Alexander Ford has been family owned and operated for over 50 years in Boaz. We want to be a part of your family.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company.
Twilight Monument in Boaz is your hometown dealer, and they'll be there for you when you need them, just as they've done for hundreds of families over the past 37 years. You can depend on Jerry and Maxine Battles at Twilight Monument Company.
For the overtime period is taking place at this time. It is 14-14. All tied up, Boaz and Guntersville, and they are determining who will get the ball first, Ricky, and they are determining which end of the field we will scrimmage.
I think the way it looks, Boaz won the toss, which that's what you want to do because you want to go on defense first in overtime period. Because you want to, when your offense goes on the field, you want to know what you've got to do. So, if Guntersville comes on first on offense, they score a touchdown. Boaz knows they've got to score a touchdown and either get the extra point or something like that. So,
all right, you got 4 downs to get it in from the 10-yard line.
Yeah, basically you got a first and goal situation to start with.
That's a little bit different than college. College starts from the 25 and you just scrimmage from there.
Yeah.
Until you get into a 4th down situation.
Right, you lose the ball or turn it over on downs or something like that.
Here in high school, you have 4 downs to get it in from the 10, or you can kick a field goal at any time. That advantage goes to the Guntersville Wildcats.
Yeah.
So Boaz figures, unless they can get a turnover here or a stop, Guntersville's probably going to put up at least 3.
Yeah.
Boaz will be trying for the touchdown. And Boaz fans really coming to life here as we begin overtime.
Well, and if Boaz scores, regardless, unless they don't have to go for the extra point, do they just run the extra PA, go for 2?
Last time Boaz played an overtime game was 2 seasons ago in 2009 when they defeated Arab 34-28 in 2 overtimes.
In a mud bog.
And on the mud field over there.
In the pit.
All right. First down and goal for the Wildcats. Here's Clayton Daniel. Roderick Falks, of course, is back in the backfield with him. Here is a give. No, yes, Falks to the right side. They trip him. He stays on his feet. He's still struggling for yardage, and he goes to about the 5-yard line, maybe inside the 5. Boaz had him in the backfield, and he wriggled away.
Had him for about a 3-yard loss, and they got down to the 5.
So it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Falks has come to life here in the second half of the 4th quarter, and now here in overtime. Ball nose in at the 5. 2nd and goal for Daniel. As he breaks the huddle, he'll send Looney to the left, McAnally to the right. 2 tight ends. Here's Daniel. They'll run the read to Falks again, this time running left, and Boaz has that one well defensed. I think they'll stop him right there along the line of scrimmage. Maybe got half a yard. I believe it was Kerr
right at the line
who came in to make the first hit.
Still right on the 5.
3rd and goal from the 5. Big play here. They've been running that read play almost exclusively.
Yeah, and the last time Daniel kept it, he fumbled, remember?
All right. I formation now lining up beside Daniel.
Watch the pass.
He is going to fake. He is indeed rolling out to the left to pass. That ball is caught for a loss. And well defensed by Jonas Bowling. And who else out there?
Number 32 caught the ball.
I believe it was Boaz's number 25, Kevin Childry, out there along with Jonas Bowling, and they dropped him for a loss of a yard. So it's 4th and goal for the 6, and just like we said, here's Hunter Kinnemer to attempt the field goal to put Guntersville up by 3 points.
Well, that's fine because Boaz, you're not comfortable with your kicking game, so.
There's the snap, the placement, and Hunter's kick is up, and it is through. So the Wildcats take a 17-14 lead here in this first overtime period. Boaz knows what they got to do. They got to get it in. It's a 21-yard.
21-yard field goal. But like I said, you settle for that. You don't want to give up the touchdown. Boaz, you get a touchdown. Boaz gets a touchdown here. They don't have to worry about an extra point or going for 2.
Exactly right. They'll win it by 3 points. So Boaz seemed to be celebrating, Ricky, as they came off the field, knowing that they didn't have to, that a touchdown wouldn't tie it.
Right.
So let's see what happens. The offense comes out onto the field. Devin Mason, Kyle Kinney, Christian Davis, Tyler Stevens, Dustin Mason. Actually, Dustin Mason is not in the game. They've got Josh Kerr over on the right side, and Terrell Woods is the tight end. Casey Wood, the quarterback. Jansen Hill, Tyler Martin lining up in the I. Tyler Neighbors, the wing back on the left, and Zach Nation flanked wide left. You cannot have a fumble on the snap, Ricky. They've got to secure the football every time here. It's been a huge problem in the second half. Here is Wood. Wood is going to give it to Tyler Martin, running back to the right. Got some room to the 10, ran over a man, still on his feet. He's down to the 4-yard line, and he really punished, I believe it was number 23, Brad Hampton, that he ran all over. Hampton, a sophomore, got him listed at 5'9", 130, and Tyler Martin's big 155-pound, that's more than that. He's about 175. His frame ran all over him. All right, here we go. Toss sweep to Martin, going to the left, cuts it in. Still looking for the end zone. He is going to be short.
I think he's down to about the 2 or 3.
Let's call it the 2, Ricky. 3rd and goal. Boaz has 2 downs to get 2 yards and win this game. Boaz fans coming to their feet here. My heart's beating fast.
Timeout.
I believe Guntersville is going to use their only overtime timeout, and so we'll take a break. 17-14, the Wildcats lead it. This is the Boaz Network. Pirates coming back out onto the field, as are the Wildcats out of this timeout. Guntersville leading it in overtime, 17-14. Boaz 3rd and goal at the 2. Boaz really would like to do business right here. Let's see what happens. Casey Wood under center. Everybody in tight. They'll leave it with Martin. Tyler Martin looking for the end zone. They will not give it to him. He is going to be short.
Inside the 1.
They stood him up, Ricky, as he was leaning forward. And it'll be 4th down and goal inside the 1. And this is what high school football is all about. Boaz, if they can get it in here, will win this game. They've got to secure the snap.
I don't know.
17-14, the Wildcats lead it. This play will decide it. No field goal attempt here. Who gets the call, Ricky? Boaz wants a timeout. They're not getting it. They're not getting it. Here's Woody. They fumbled the snap, and Guntersville gets him behind the line, and the Wildcats win it. 17-14. Boaz was trying to desperately call timeout on the sideline, and they couldn't get it. And the Wildcats, 17. The Boaz Pirates, 14. In overtime, Guntersville wins the game.
Well,
we'll be back with post-game comments after this. This is the Boaz Network. Coming down to the final play, a 4th and goal from inside the 1 for Boaz. And what has plagued them in the second half, plagued them on that last play. They just couldn't complete the snap.
Yeah.
And Guntersville was pouring in on them, and they fail to convert. And the Wildcats win this game.
Well, by my count, that was 7 bad snaps, and they lost.
Well, we don't know
one.
if the snap was bad. It was more of a case of they just didn't secure it.
Well, yeah, but that kind of situation happened a bunch tonight, and I'm sure it'll be something that'll be worked on. But you're right. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better game to come right down to the end. After a lackluster first half, Boaz came back a lot better second half, and, just really couldn't pick up what they needed to in the end. A couple of big turnovers in that second half in the fourth quarter, and just couldn't convert on a 3rd or 4th down and run off more clock. Gunners will give them credit. They stopped Boaz when they had to, and they scored when they had to. Give Boaz defense credit for forcing a turnover when I guess it was after the last Boaz turnover in the fourth quarter. Guntersville was deep inside Boaz territory in what could have been field goal position, yet they turned it over, so Boaz forced another turnover. But just going to be a tough game to tough loss to come back from. But they're going to have to next week in a region opener.
Horizon Communications' archives of local high school sports and school programs now spans decades and generations. covering multiple sports and programs. DVDs of these memorable events make the perfect gift for any occasion, and the cost is simple and affordable. The first game or program DVD is $20, the second game or program is $15, and then any others are only $10 each, all on their own individual DVD. Pre-1990 games converted from coaches' films are as low as $5 per game. We have hundreds of games from the late 50s on up. Give us a call at 256-582-7373, message us on Facebook, or email mharden@horizoncommunications.net to check the availability of your desired event. Let Horizon Communications help you with the gift of video to be treasured for a lifetime. Since 1992, Horizon Communications has brought you community channel programming. As we're preparing for another season of high school sports, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank our many loyal community-minded sponsors who've supported Horizon's local origination programming through the years. We encourage our local viewers to patronize our local sponsors and let them know how much you enjoy Horizon's community channel broadcast. For information on joining our team of community channel broadcast sponsors, give Mike Harden a call at 256-582-7373.